Picking up where we left off, the group made their way to the city of Arzetus. They spoke with Eliza, the Kenku playwright, learning a little bit about devils, specifically Tarwin and a possible link to Nyx's Pact. Afterwards, you went to the site of the Seabreeze Orphanage. Layla had a moment by the sort of the tree and the memorial for it, and there was a moment of her asking whether she could trust herself and you guys would trust her. But you had an evening, and we pick up as you all teleported to Apheiros, with Archeron getting a little bit of teleportation sickness. And as you all teleport, there is this moment where a number of the guards they sort of look anxiously at you, hoping for some good news.
I did want to ask, I know you guys have been here before, but I missed that session. What's it, I think you specifically said when we landed that the guards were like dead anxious at first.
Yeah, so they sort of, obviously a number of people teleporting in, they were just like on alert because they're, guards of this sort of area, and they noticed.
Didn't say anything.
And then they noticed you, and were like, "Oh, okay, it's fine." They are still very clearly looking anxious because they know where you went.
No.
Okay, but we've got
we've got a lone survivor here.
Like you've got, they all know you've got Dimitri and Bryn here.
No, I'm not worried about being attacked.
Yeah.
So just very, very quickly, what's this fame like? If you had to slap like a 2-word description on this city, like what would it be? So you've got like Winterhold, which is the cold mage. Like what's this town basically?
Capital Creatives.
Oh right, cool, thank you. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so, I'm Artron's busy up chucking his lunch.
But it's breakfast. How's he at lunch?
Well, yesterday's lunch is that bad.
Archon, when did you eat hot dogs and mustard?
I couldn't remember swallowing them whole.
Oh.
They're coming out whole.
Yeah, there's so many of them.
I'll call over to the guards and just.
So Archon just glissing out over
there. I'll just call out to the guards and sort of like grab Dimitri by the shoulder. We won! All thanks to Duke. All thanks to Duke.
You say that, and Dimitri's like, what are you doing? That's not true. We...
Shut up, I'm getting you a medal.
We all managed to destroy the portal to the abyss. They were instrumental in doing so, and as such, I believe they deserve... I don't know. I've been here in a while. A reward or something? I feel like I'm being held hostage, and I don't. You see, sort of as
it may have been a better idea if you stood next to someone other than me.
Well, I couldn't. That's fine. Yes. It was a. It feels like I'm lying, and I'm not lying. It was a harrowing fight, but I can't say that. Where many lives were lost, but we managed to stave off the attackers and destroy the portal. Looks to Archeron, who's throwing up, seemingly for good.
He's just upchucked an entire baguette. There's like absolute horror on his face. He's going to stop now. He's like, wipes his face, prestidigitates himself clean. It's like, yes. The portal
Where's Mel?
Standing next to him,
Yeah, looking horrified.
looking away.
Yeah, yeah. It's like desperately holding on to like Drax. Like, oh, his knees are going weak.
Mel's looking away and patting Archon on the back.
Yeah, I'm so sorry about this. Oh, I thought I'd be cool for my first teleportation.
I am so glad that you don't have long hair because I wouldn't hold it up.
Oh, okay. It's okay. It's longer, but no. So we dispersed, destroyed the portal. Though we have further questions about its source and how it came here. But I hope the main threat is dispersed. Though I can't promise it's ended forever. I don't know if there are any demons out there that we missed. Presumably there are, and we don't know if there are any other methods they're using to get here. But I think for the moment the Vanguard has been stopped. So hooray for us!
You see some of the people who are around.
Have a biscuit.
Do you need some water?
You see a few of the people around begin
Victor
to,
doesn't know.
stand up and clap. Maybe is the best word. Give you a,
Golf
not
clap.
a golf clap, like a nice golf clap would feel slightly facetious. But
Slow clap,
a proper clap, like that, a proper clap. And you see that as you're sort of looking around. This is the Lumina Core in the center of Apheiros. You can see sort of slightly north where you guys are. There's this white blossom sort of tree that's in like a fountain. You can see standing next to the tree are two people. You would all recognize Lady Carla, who you met briefly last time you were here. She showed you in the right direction. However, the other person, some of you, maybe all of you would recognize as the leader of Arcadia, Eurydice. You can see that she's wearing a sort of green and gold outfit, and she's got the somewhat curved satyr horns. She's currently clutching what appears to be a bundle of white flowers, and you can see that Lady Carla is beckoning you over to them.
I have a question.
Yes.
I know that Maeve knows Lyra really well. And I know that this is me knowing this. I don't know if Maeve would know this, that Lyra and Eurydice were a thing.
Well, the question is, they were a complicated thing back when Liza was. So the question is, did they get back together?
Yeah, so would Maeve know Eurydice on a level more than just by name?
You may have met her once or twice, maybe a handful of times. And I think you'd know her by sight. I think obviously she might, maybe if you're, she might know you by sight. You don't know.
Okay.
50-50.
Cool.
They're assuming it's not first name basis.
So that's not an auntie Eurydice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see sort of Dimitri leading you.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna ask, where are you going, Duke? You're not leaving us, are you?
Well,
Team now.
no, I will be leaving.
Just forever.
No,
You're here now. Now let's teleport to a completely different city.
I feel like I feel like I've already lost brain cells. I couldn't.
Yeah, that's because you were next to me.
I couldn't. Oh, that's maybe true. What was that?
That's me, sorry.
What was that?
Archon prestidigitate. He's going to prestidigitate himself a breath mint. Or prestidigitate breath
You have a perpetual pudding pouch. You can make
No, how? I can't control what it tastes like, can I?
That's true. It's random, isn't it?
Here's the question, right?
Yeah.
If you've just been sick, would you risk tapioca? You would not.
No, God,
Exactly,
no.
yeah. So even the chance of tapioca is enough to put him off that. So he's just He's aiming his arcane focus at his head.
I'm going to say something gross, but in any case, right? If you've just been sick, would you want to have pudding at all?
That's true.
Because it's just like eating
it's
it.
usually like cream.
He wants a ginger biscuit because they sell these. But he's okay now. He's the feeling is gone. He's prestidigitated off himself, and he's going to look to Drac and be like, Drac, please tell me I was at least temporarily cool.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, apart from the vomiting, was it a cool way to travel?
I mean,
yeah,
we've
really
done it a couple of times, right?
Pardon? What?
We've done it a couple of times, just not.
Oh, no,
for you.
my particular teleportation circle.
It was a bit quick. It was like a shunt. It was like a shunt. It was like a punch to the gut, is what I mean.
Okay, really I'll work on that, I guess.
I mean, that's probably why you were sick.
Okay, I mean, I was reading before we teleportation circled, so it could have been that.
Oh, that's
motion sickness.
Motion sickness, yes. Okay, well, should we go and speak to this clearly laid out plot point? I think we should, yes.
But yeah, as you're muttering while walking up to Eurydice and Lady Kala, you can see that I'm reading my notes, I should not looked at in a week or something. You can see that Lady Kala is like sort of very graciously like clapping her hands as you all walk up, and Eurydice says, "Words cannot express the thanks I want to give you all. Kala, make sure to write their names down and get them something to commemorate the moment." You see Lady Kala nods, and she like looks to the side and says to someone to like get them something while she writes your names down. She also reaches into a bag of a tin of holding biscuits and hands Archeron a ginger biscuit.
My lady, your generosity is overwhelming.
I think he needed that.
Better
I
afternoon.
think he just needs a rest, to be fair.
That's you deserve a rest. But you see, Eurydice continues and says, "You must all be proud of yourselves. What do you need? Food, drink, sleep? I as the commander said, I think some congratulations are in order, a reward of sorts."
Yeah.
A rest, a food, drink, and a rest would be, I think, wonderful. We've
Not particularly in that order, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we can talk about it. This is a bit open. But I can get all those things. She sort of takes one of the white flowers that she was holding and hands it, and like pops into a glass vase, and hands it to Drac, who's the closest person of the party, and says, "Keep it. Perhaps one day it will be useful. Now, follow me. There is much to discuss." I should say, "Thank you, Orgly." She like gives you a wink and turns around. And she...
I'm so confused.
It just looks to be like a white winter flower, almost like a snowdrop of sorts, but it's hard to tell because it looks slightly strange.
Can I nature it? Can I do a nature?
Yeah.
Bear with me whilst my cheek, of course, refreshes. I have to wait for like a million years.
Can I do a nature check also?
Yeah.
Faithing someday?
Drac, you have advantage.
It's a fiend. Let's kill it.
20.
You can detect magic. I'm trying to think if there for Maeve. I'm trying to think if there's anything specifically. You do get a faint something from it. Well, hold on. Let me look at the spell. 1 second. Can't remember. You get a faint divination sense from it. And for Archeron and Drac, the reason why it's difficult to identify like the flower specifically is because it definitely seems it's not. It has similar qualities to flowers you saw in the Feywild. Sort of when you were in the Court of Creation, there were, a number of, fields with some flowers in, and they sort of have that same slightly off sense to them that you can't really explain.
Court of Creation is where Gethin's daughter went missing.
Sorry, did I say creation? I meant to say transmutation.
Transmutation.
Okay.
Sorry. I just don't know why I just got that completely wrong.
Gem dragon.
It's a gem dragon. The flower's a gem dragon. But yeah.
Wait, no, it's my campaign where we got the evil flowers to worry about. Okay.
What?
This is my campaign where we have the evil flowers to worry about, don't we?
Oh. This is a nice looking fey
Is
flower.
it the bear?
It's the bear.
Oh my god.
It's not. What was his name? Clive.
No.
Oh yeah.
Clive, that was it.
But yeah, she Eurydice leads you all through this sort of large building behind this tree, and it seems to be like a what's the word? Sorry, my words aren't working today. It's like a official building of sorts, but you can see as you walk through there are various tables with people going about their day, some of them talking, looking at paperwork, some of them eating some breakfast because it is relatively early. However, she leads you through the building to a large set of sort of glass doors that descend into a courtyard with a few people sitting, sort of eating and talking quietly. And you can see that sort of at the far end of this courtyard, this seating area outside, is a large statue of a centaur holding like a cornucopia of food. And I'll change the map.
Is the centaur holding food? Is there any plaque to suggest who he is, or is there any relation to anything to indicate him?
Yeah, you guys are at the sort of southern end of this map. There isn't a plaque that you can see. Sorry?
I thought that the you talked about this bit in the middle here.
I didn't scroll up.
And it's this whole dude there. I was like, what?
Whoa, friend.
A whole ass dude.
So yeah, is there
I just duplicated everyone. Sorry, I was just.
Oh god.
I was getting everyone
I
from
can
the old
see
map.
myself. What is happening?
Because there were so many, I just took everyone from the other map. Sorry, what were people saying? I was trying to fix everything.
Sorry, I was just wondering, the centaur holding food and that, is it just artistic, or is there a depiction of who the centaur is, or is he a god?
There isn't
any plaque or anything.
there isn't any wording on this one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
you can.
It's a great map. Yeah, you can see there are a few people, quite, having a day drinking. With some private sort of areas to the side. You can see there is like a bar right beneath where that centaur is, with a barman and a man at the bar. And you can see
two men at the bar.
with a God, where's my fucking character sheet?
Let me add it. Here to see.
With a 14 perception. Would Maeve see her dad? She's going straight over.
You would see sort of as you all enter the area, Eurydice, who sort of is present, but she sort of looks like she needs to do something. She says, please sit down, eat your fill, have a drink, and enjoy yourselves for the moment. I'll be with you shortly. I just have some things to attend to.
Thank you.
Who's Phil?
Oh, okay.
Eat your fill. Is that...
Yeah.
No, Phil.
We all have a bill to eat.
I don't want to eat the film, please.
I don't want to use my head.
Is there a table that can fit us all?
There'd be a few tables that could be like pushed together, I guess, or you could be, you know.
Maybe I kind of wanted to give some space. Talk to a dad. Went over here, but I suppose these tables might be like slightly better.
Which ones?
Over here.
Oh yeah.
These ones.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe that.
Have the
Question about these.
blood toast you have, please. Come in.
These tables do they all have seats around them, or can you sit on some of these cushions instead?
Yeah, you can
all...
bring up some cushions and stuff. They're low enough where you can sit on like a small stool, or you can sit on a cushion, things like that. And there are there's a table here that's probably a little bit higher that you'd have to sit on a chair, but very accommodating.
Okay.
Just moving people. Let me. Dimitri will be here for the moment, but he won't stay for that long.
Well, he has to go give a debrief, doesn't he? At some point.
Yeah. But yeah, you can see. I'll get to what Maeve is talking about in a second. But you can see various servers walking around with food and drink. If anyone wants any of that, let me know. You can see there are definitely some special drinks if you want to try that. But that is completely up to you guys.
Special drinks as in special alcoholic drinks, or special drinks as in potions that have benefits?
As in a mix of what you just said.
Yes.
Alcoholic beverages with funny effects.
The lot.
Beverages.
I will have meat. Is meat on the menu? I want meat.
The server's like, yes, of course.
All the meat.
Back to the menu.
I don't think we can. I'll bring a what's the word? I'll bring out a charcuterie board. Yeah, there we go. James, you're a bit glitchy.
Okay, I was struggling on the app, so I've jumped to the desktop. But I'll try.
Okay.
Just like lagging a little bit.
Yeah, I thought there was a delay. Okay, I'll just have to jump between the two, I'm afraid.
But yeah, the server leaves and then comes back with a charcuterie board. And if anyone wants a drink, can you roll me a d5?
Oh. Radical.
Like a specific, like you can get water and stuff, but if you want a funny drink,
I'll just have the water. So I
Okay.
don't drink anymore.
okay. So Drac.
Archtron's embracing it.
Okay. Drac, you take a like one of the drinks, and it's like in almost a glass teacup. It's weird. And can you roll me a d8?
Can do. 1d8. 4.
4. Yeah. So as
You take
you
200 damage.
yes. No. So this is the
that
drink.
drink.
This is the drink.
Oh, it's a little orange wedge in it.
And as you drink it, you sort of hear something, and you sort of instinctively look up, and you can see, sort of by this, what's the word? Like pool in the middle, almost like it's like an art feature, but it's the water in it. You can see there's like a bird that's like sitting in a bird bath, and it looks over to like your group, and you understand the bird say, "Man, those guys smell." You have the effect of speak with animals for a minute.
Okay, that is so weird.
And you can see some of the dragonflies that buzz around, just going like food, 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 food.
I'm gonna tell the bird, hey man, you don't know where we've been.
The bird looks at you and like, ah, what the fuck?
To everyone else, Drax is just like whistling.
Yeah.
And pointing at the bird.
What was in that
Yeah.
drink? I think that's a bit stronger than just alcohol. I
What,
think I've got a
you
mushroom.
can't hear the bird speaking?
There are no birds speaking, my man.
You see the bird.
He clearly talks.
You see the bird looks at you, Drax, and says, "They'll think you're crazy," and flies off.
Oh, the bird gaslights.
So Archeron, you rolled a 1, and this is the drink that you get. In a very strangely shaped.
very.
It does look very phallic now. Look at that.
Yeah.
So.
Normal shape?
I mean, okay. What's that shit in
I'm
it?
just reading it. So this one is slightly less funny. It's more useful, but it's less funny. After drinking this potion for 1 minute after drinking For 1 minute after drinking this potion, you can use a reaction even if you've already taken one since the end of your last turn. Once you take this reaction, the potion ends.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, it's called a Bloody Marilith. So yeah, it tastes. So this one, it smells and tastes of freshly ground pepper, hot spices with and faintly sour tomato juice.
Ah, so
Can you imagine anything worse after you've just been thoroughly sick?
No.
Sean's going to be looking at the guy who's giving this, like, I thought you liked us. I thought we were guests.
the guy shrugs says, I'm sorry, it's all random, man. It's
I just
part
work
of
here.
it. I just
Hey,
work here.
Yeah. Okay, thank
server,
Yes.
the charcuterie is nice, but do you have any other things like koftas, chicken kebabs?
Sorry,
yeah.
what was that first?
I will have a look. By the way, Drac, the drink that you had, which is probably the one that Artron would have wanted, the drink is incredibly refreshing with notes of lemon, tea, and cherry.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
so nice. I think to drink more.
Yep.
Yeah, I was like, his nose trying to drink this. I hate blood.
Okay,
So, Archie, how was your drink?
And your one was
Like,
called
you've never seen it, Taylor.
an roasted iced tea. Roasted? I don't know.
Arrested.
Yeah.
It's all
I will ask you guys, out of the other NPCs, we're not including Cass because Pro's not here. Out of the NPCs, not Duke Nukem, also he's on the job, who would be the most funny to have a drink?
Mel.
Mel.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Unanimous decision I think we've ever come to.
Like,
Yeah, and the
I'm
quickest.
all around Layla. I feel really sorry for her. She's had a really rough day.
Three,
Mel
is that
must
the
feel
one
like a
thing,
badass.
yeah.
She was fucking fighting like a demon.
One, Jesus. Can I get something that... Jesus Christ!
Oh my god. Just pick a 2 or a 4.
2. Okay, well, it's a D5. So she gets... I'll send you a picture of what this one looks like. Looks a bit like ambrosia, actually. It's not, but... So the drink that Mel gets is... what does it taste like? The beverage is rejuvenating and powerfully flavored with pineapple, orange, and honey, with just a hint of pomegranate as an aftertaste. So
Solero.
she takes a drink of the potion, and as she does, you watch as she's like, "Yeah, that's pretty good." And you see as she speaks, there's just this like celestial light cone that shines from her mouth, and it's casting a bright light for 20 feet and a dim light for additional 20 feet. So she is like a miniature sun at the moment.
So like a flashlight.
There's got to be a joke here about the sunshine or ass. Hang on, give me a minute. I wonder if I'm gonna say, Mel, I'm just gonna turn her head and look in her ears, see if it's coming out of any other orifices?
No, it's not. But
okay.
it pretty much matches the color of her eyes. But it's just like very, very bright. And even when her mouth is closed, you can just see like the fake glow from like between.
Oh, like she's been chewing on a glow stick.
Yeah. And every time, and if you're like looking at her when she opens her mouth, you're just like flashbang.
Oh, dazzling! Wow. Okay.
I think. Excuse me. So I didn't catch your name.
My name is Stefan.
Stefan or Sivan?
Stefan.
Stefan. Okay. Between the two. Nice to meet you, Tron. Would it be possible for me to buy one more of the one I had,
the bloody Marilith.
To buy one for later.
Bloody Marilith, I couldn't remember.
Do you want dinner to go, Captain?
You see, he says, let me see. And
when I had it, I felt that I could do 2 counter spells.
You're really glitchy.
dying.
Your reactions.
So, how about now?
Speak.
Okay.
The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog.
A quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. Is that okay?
It sounds okay, yeah.
Okay, I don't know what's going on with it.
Stefan leaves and comes back with some various bits of meat for Sidon. And
Oh yeah!
one more of that bloody Marilith thing. It is a potion. It is the common variant of it.
It's an actual item.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it a new one? I've not heard of that.
Yeah, it's from the Saddleback, Griffin Saddleback one. All of these ones are from that. There's so many. They're great. There was one that I wanted you guys to get called a Wispy Sour, but it's fine. It was the group of, drinking and being silly. We will move over to Maeve as you are you walk sort of straight through you walk straight through the crowd, the tables and stuff, and you see like a beeline. Yeah, you can see Atlas is currently sitting at the bar. He's just idly talking to the guy behind it. He's got like a mostly full drink next to him. He doesn't look drunk. He's just clearly sitting and talking and bought a drink for the sake of it.
I think she wouldn't call out or anything. She'd just go up behind him and wrap her arms around his shoulders, almost not. I wanted to say around his neck, but that sounds. Yeah.
Why, you little.
Yeah.
Rear naked joke.
Stranger danger. Bam.
Just because he's sitting down and she's very tall, as we've established. So I think she'd put her arms around his neck, and then put her head on top of his, and he'd probably know that it's her.
First goes, he sort of looks up and says, "Oh, Maeve," and sort of moves away and stands up, and just turns around to give you a hug. He looks tired, a little bit. You can see the marks around the eyes, a bit tired. He looks alright, if not, a bit maybe nervous, anxious, maybe is the best word.
He'd probably pull a stool and sit down next to her after she'd give him a hug and just be like, "So?"
He gives one of those smiles. I don't know the best way. You know what I mean. And says, "I'm glad you're here, Maeve. I got worried when Lyra told me what you were doing, but looks to you and then to the rest of the group over there. I'm well done. Clearly, you've managed to do something that I don't think many people could have."
She'd just kind of... I don't know how she'd react, because I think the mood that she's in at the minute, she'd just kind of be like, whatever. I don't know how to describe it, but it's on the scale of shit show that she's dealt with, this was like another thing. So she just kind of like shrug, like look over at everybody, and like
you see Mel literally beaming.
That's new.
It hurts to look at for too long. Well, how are you? Are you all right?
Another shrug. I think she's also like, because I imagine she's got the dress on and the cape, but the cape sort of like, especially in the picture you did, it like doesn't cover her arms. So I think she's like sat like aimlessly just like scratching at her arm. And like just shrugs when he says, "Are you okay?" You?
He does he intentionally does the exact same shrug.
Yeah.
Well, it's been interesting, I guess, is the best way to summarize it. Your mother and I had the conversation, and she implored that it was all for us, and that she didn't want to cool on it and do what she did. I'm not entirely sure. I said that if she would have told me, that I would have loved you either way. It wouldn't have. I don't think it would have changed anything. Especially if I had known since, before she did it. I don't know. I feel maybe betrayed is the right word.
Definitely the right word.
I'm not sure if I'll go back, but for now I decided to stay here. That Lyra said that it might be a good place to breathe for a while while I figure things out.
I'm evidently not the biggest fan of hers, but I think that you deserve better, and I deserve better.
He's like nodding along. I just don't know what to do, really. I mean, I've got a place to stay here for now, but
no, I can't. I don't know what that feels like. It's a different kind of feeling, obviously. I left. That's not my home anymore, but it's still yours.
Yes, I think it will be some time before I decide. But I mean, these drinks are good. Really, you should try one.
No, I'm okay. I know that it wouldn't have made a difference in our relationship if we'd have known, or if you'd have known. But I think the thing that's bothering me the most is specifically the lies about what I was able to do. I was made out to feel like a liar and crazy and like I was attention seeking. And I was always told not to tell people because they would think exactly that. And I think that if you'd have known, then I could have come to you for help. And I would have got help.
It is, strange. Not strange, I guess from a certain point of view it makes sense. I understand why she wanted to keep it hidden. She didn't want people delving into it, but I think I'm just making excuses for her.
I don't think I really understand it.
No, I wish I would have known, but there's nothing like we can do about it now. We just have to keep walking forward, I think.
We haven't had a... I'm not going to do it because I'm not going to make you RP with yourself, but we've not had a proper introduction of Cassian and Atlas, have we? Like, Atlas doesn't know the relationship they have.
No.
Okay.
He knows Cassian because he met all of you guys, all of them at the same time, but doesn't know any of the intricacies. I think I specifically said, how do I say that Cassian's... Yeah.
I think she would, like, look back at the table and the group and then at Cassian. And say something along the lines of, like, how do I know that I'm not like her?
I mean, I don't really know the answer to that. I don't think you're like her at all. The only thing I can think of is, I mean, you have, you know, similar features, but that doesn't make you like her.
I know I haven't properly introduced you to Cassian, but we are still not quite figured out a word for that. An item?
He gives a smile and says, well, you don't have to be nervous about it. I'm happy for you.
It's more, I haven't even known him as long as I'm sure you and my mother knew each other at that point, but I just can't imagine keeping something like that from him.
It's probably why she was always so uptight.
Yes, I think my friends hated her.
Oh, yeah.
Was she always like that?
No, I think it just got she got more tightly wound. I assumed it was, well, not, not the day of. I assumed it was juggling, the job and
yes, and
everything.
All of the bringing me up that she did.
You know what I mean.
That was all your mother.
Well.
And she was asleep most of the time, so. But that's besides the point. I don't know. I don't think I am okay. I don't I don't know how to be. Sidon mentioned fighting and getting that anger out, and we just fought, and I feel no different.
Well, not everything can be solved by punching a wall or a person. I mean, to me, it sounds like you need
therapy.
I was going to say closure with her or him.
Well, I went to see him, and he did seem a lot more... what would be the right word? Sympathetic? Than she did. I don't know, I feel as though if I were to go to see her, she would say something smug or cruel, and I would lose it.
Well, I mean, maybe you do partially need to let it out, but out the right thing, not just a bunch of demons you've fought.
Well, I don't know if that's the best course of action, because the second I saw Gethin, I shot an Eldritch Blast at his face. And if I do that to Samina, I don't think she'll get back up.
Anyone want to find out?
Drac hears the bird say that, finally. That's the last thing he hears the bird say. Well, I don't know. I mean, she probably wouldn't get back up, but I'm not sure. I'm not good at this sort of thing, really. But
no, me either. Either.
Me neither. Right. I don't know.
Yeah, neither. Me neither. I don't fucking know. English is hard.
What's that? I'm speaking common.
I agree.
I don't want whatever this is to eat away at me. Or you.
I'll be fine. You don't have to worry about me.
I keep saying the same thing, and I'm not fine. So, if you need me, please just reach out.
That's my line.
Well, it works both ways then.
He nods. I have no way to contact you if you're off adventuring, but maybe we can get what do they call it? A sending stone?
Yes. I don't know where I'd get one, but I will do my best.
I mean, he kind of gestures around. There's more to the city than drinking. That's a lot of the city, but there's more than that, so I'm sure you can find something like that around.
Also, off topic, we just met Eurydice, and she looked familiar.
Yes.
Is she who I think she is?
Depends who you think she is.
Auntie Lyra?
Ew.
Yes, she is who I think she is. Okay. So they still never worked that out.
Shakes his head.
Good to know not to bring her up. Okay.
Yeah, if you remember to mention her, I made that mistake. Lyra didn't warn me.
They're the on and off again relationship. We're gonna come back in the next.
We were on a break. Okay. Well, I will leave you to your drink. Please do not overindulge.
No, I won't.
Okay.
Is he
Can
drinking the Is he drinking the Bloody Marys? What are they called?
Let's see.
How much are the drinks?
They're free.
Oh, never mind. I was gonna leave some money on the thing for him to get a drink, but never mind. I don't have anything to give him. I will get a sending stone from somewhere.
He is drinking.
Oh,
Well,
Yeah, but-
it's easier if it's a sending stone, so you have to keep writing scrolls.
Yeah.
He is drinking this. Oh, it looks awful.
Oh no. Looks awful because you feel awful, you know?
It's got an eye in it.
Ew.
The actual
No,
colour's
that's
nice. Yeah, it's a
Maybe-
weird
maybe-
olive.
Olive.
No, maybe it's one of those gummy ones.
Yeah, I mean the
Gummy
drink is called
eyeball.
the drink is called
pickled
Shifter's
onion.
Shine. It is
His eye. Whoa.
Shifter's
Shifter's Shine.
Shine. When you make a charisma check while under the effects of the potion, you can forego rolling a d20 to get a 10 on the dice. Once you use this property, you can't. The potion is a rich honey color and swirls lazily around, regardless of how it's handled. You can move out. Oh, it actually sounds nice. Other than the eye of a shapeshifter drifts along the potion's bottom. However, it does say it has an no, that's not it. Oh yeah, it is. It has an extremely strong alcoholic taste with a hint of caramel.
Yeah. To be fair, if you're feeling down and done, that's probably the drink you get.
Yeah, sweet.
Sweet. Yet there's an eye in it. You know.
Yeah, we'll say it's one of the
there's
gummy
no eye in
ones. So
team.
there's no iron. Sweet. But yeah, that sort of conversation is coming to a close. But sort of as that conversation is finishing, the rest of you sort of see Lady Kala walk up to you guys, and she'll walk up to. I'm trying to make she's making a bet to see who will know the answer to this question. She's between Drac and the person who just threw up.
Stop throwing up now.
I know.
He's eating some charcuterie now.
Okay.
It's like I will chew this small cured sausage. So I don't honestly, Mel. I don't know why they were coming up whole. I have no idea. Unless people have been putting things in me whilst I sleep, I can. That's not how I eat hot dogs.
That
Yeah,
sounds
we'll
so
say.
wrong on so many levels.
Yeah.
We'll say she slightly, maybe awkwardly, as she hears the end of that sentence, moves up to Archeron and just very quietly whispers into your ear. Pardon me if this is rude. I was asked if you had a group name.
Me, personally, or the whole of us?
Well, you can't be a group in one person, so all of you.
Okay, so as a collective players, we have discussed this. Have we discussed this?
Come a few minutes, we're going to quickly discuss it. Rabble.
She gives you a double thumbs up and walks off, and then comes back. Yeah.
We think we've landed on the Moonstone or Moonlight? Moonstone. Moonstone Masquerade.
Great, cool. I'll be back in a moment. Thank you.
Who was that? Sorry, is that Lady Carly or
Kala?
Eurydice? Kala.
Lady Kala. Calla. I'm pronouncing it. Lady Kala.
I was glitching and I was like, Carl.
But yeah, she walks over. Thank you. We'll be back shortly. And she walks off.
That was strange.
I hope that doesn't come to bite me on the arse. So you've got your kofti, chicken kebabs. Tried chicken.
Chicken and what? Sorry, you glitched out.
Chicken tandoori.
Probably not, but I will open to try it. Is it spicy?
It's spiced and spiced, then cooked over charcoal, so it seals in the flavour.
Nice.
You know, it's very, very. I'm sure Cass would look. Where is?
Cass is
just
here.
there,
She's just quiet. Yeah.
Computing.
Yeah.
In the corner. Yeah. Okay. Well, so what is your favourite type of? If you had to pick one meat, what meat would it?
Beef. Or pork. They tie.
Just beef and pork. Okay. So the question, which one? So if you'd like to try again,
I just said they tie.
how would you have it prepared? Yeah, but how would you prepare it? Would you steak, beef sandwiches? What cut?
Look,
do you have any preference?
at the end of the day, the entire cow and the entire pig, they can both be eaten fully. The only thing that isn't eaten is the bones.
Do you think Maeve is like walking away from Atlas back towards the table, and upon hearing that, just like turns and walks the other way?
You can't eat the whole cow, Sidon. You can't eat the whole cow.
Well, no, not in one sitting, but I mean that's why you ration
you
it
can't
out.
eat the beef heart. It'll send your blood pressure through the roof.
I have a very good
I need to interject here,
blood
'cause
pressures, blood
You
pressures.
beat me to it. I was thinking the same.
Also, I got to say something. Beef or cow is the definition of not small game. It's like
No, it's fine.
it's not small and it's not big. It's like a
I
large.
don't hunt
animal.
cow. I just go to the local butchers.
It depends on how big the cow is.
That's what he means when he says he can hunt for small game. He knows where the butchers
Go to
are.
the shop. Okay.
He goes in and buys
how
like
would
6 rabbits and comes back out like killed them myself.
Found them. Yeah.
No, if I'm in the wilderness, I would hunt like
Be
fox,
very
rabbit.
quiet.
Rabbit is
I need
delicious
hunting
meat.
rabbit.
No, rabbit is
How do you-
delicious meat. Just put it in a stew.
How would you like your meat? So here we are in this beautiful city, the jewel in the crown of Arcadia. How would you, the gastronomical world is at your fingertips, and they come up to you and say, "We have beef. How would you like your beef prepared?" Sir Sidon of Wandering Warrior. What would you say? You wouldn't just say, "Oh, slap it on a fucking wipe it sauce and slap it on a plate," would you?
Well,
He probably would.
I was about to
Maybe
say, just pile it on the plate. Maybe add some noodles for texture.
Noodles for texture,
Yeah.
like crispy noodles or just soggy ramen noodles.
Yeah, you know, al dente noodles.
That's the noodles with beef
He
is
just
pretty good.
eats raw spaghetti.
Like, can I just like, can I buy like a side of, well, like order a side of like tender stem broccoli and just put it down in front of Sidon and see if he touches it?
Yeah,
Eat it.
does he?
He would eat it, yeah. He would eat it, but it would be like, well, you gotta eat it with a roast, you
Oh
know.
my god.
So
Kinda
have you ever had like a
There's not enough
vegetarian
meat in
meal?
these vegetables.
A vegetarian meal.
Yes,
Oh my
a meal
God.
of pure vegetables. I mean, I'm not saying I'm a vegetarian. I enjoy the meat scope of them, not quite as much as you, it seems. But yeah, I enjoy fish. I enjoy white meats, dark meats, the whole.
Vegetables don't have enough protein.
I mean, you could mix
What?
it like a little bit
Wait.
of meat and a little bit of salad or something.
Wait,
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
do
yeah,
you
yeah.
think the cows eat, Sidon?
Well, they eat the grass, and then I eat
Yes.
the cow.
question for God.
He's not alive, but he's right.
You
Yeah.
just served me the food that my food eats.
Do they have like Beyond Meat, like vegan, like tofu that tastes like meat?
Beyond
Please
the
say
burgers.
yes.
I was gonna say no. However, I feel like this is one of those places that would.
Okay, I'm gonna.
By the way,
order...
tofu is absolutely delicious
If
if you have it
cooked
with
It
right.
meat.
doesn't have any flavour.
If you
Yeah,
have it with
if
meat,
you-
that
if you
defeats
have
the
it-
point of eating it.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Have you ever been to a hot pot? You just
No.
shove the tofu with the slices of meat and you just pull it all out as one.
I
It's
don't like
great.
going outside. Where do you think I've been to a hot pot? Right, no, so I want to order food that is 100% like plant-based meat, so it looks and smells and tastes like meat. But I want to put it in front of Sidon and like make a deception check or something.
Well, I'm not gonna have you roll,
Okay.
because you're not preparing the food. But I will have Sidon. If you can make me a perception check to see if you can figure out whether this,
It's a 10.
a 10.
It's about average.
Yeah, a 10. It's pretty good beef.
Pretty good beef.
Pretty good beef.
Yeah. I'm assuming it's like a burger for some reason.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that conversation to spiral as hard as it did. How about
Hey,
you,
you
Slab?
asked the
What's your
question.
favourite type of meat? I did. Right, it wasn't completely my fault. Slab, yourself. How about you? Do you enjoy beef?
2 spades. Slab?
Up.
Guys, Matt's dead.
Is it asleep?
Hold on. No.
What up?
I had to go get a blanket.
Oh.
Like literally, it was like 30 seconds. Like, alright, he was doing this tofu thing. So like,
They're talking about meat. I'm like,
So he just asked Slab, does Slab enjoy meat, and if so, what kind?
He would, but not like side obsession. It's just more like.
Yeah, that's unhealthy.
Have you ever had a bit of ham in your cheese toasties?
that sounded really provocative. I don't know why. You ever had a little bit of ham in your cheese toasties?
You can also add a little bit of mustard.
I think it's extremely
Hey, don't!
easy what you
Oh,
notice
it's
what-
so good.
Yeah, mustard's amazing.
Maeve accidentally got the wrong. She accidentally got the alcoholic drink rather than the non-alcoholic one.
She's not drinking.
That's what I mean. She actually went enough for a non-alcoholic one, but it got swamped.
He's been spiked.
Oh no, no roofies. Roofie-free world, please.
Oh no. No, because obviously she's
Fight
drinking
with
it.
Ribena.
Yeah, she's drinking it in terms of being non-alcoholic and is actually alcoholic.
Yeah. But you see, so as you're talking, Dimitri, who's just been here, I guess,
Vibing.
grabs a...
What's your favourite kind of meat? You've got to be on my side, right? Just slabs of meat?
I mean, I will eat a slab of meat if it's there, but I mean, I like... If there is, an option, maybe some barbecued ribs.
Ooh,
You
good
get
shout.
some.
What about is it spaghetti in this world?
Yes.
I'm gonna order
If,
for food.
okay, if there's beyond me,
Yeah.
then there's spaghetti.
There's no spaghetti, it doesn't exist.
Archon's gonna order some spaghetti and meatballs and try to see if Mel wants it, so he can
Lady in the
just
tram.
rearrange a lady in the tram moment.
Well, okay, I have a funny thing for that, but yeah. See, Dimitri takes one of the drinks. It looks like this. Hold on. He says, "Well, I do have to be off. I have to do a report, but then he takes a drink and he goes, whoa." And it like hovers like an inch off, a foot off the ground. That
Duke, I didn't know you could fly.
it's the drink. Oh god.
Why does it have a skull in it?
What?
Look at the art!
The art's really spooky. It's got
Oh,
a face
yeah.
in it.
Well,
A cherry and then a skull.
this is the wispy sour. Oh, because it's like
It's got a wisp.
it's a will-o-wisp thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. He sort of concentrates and moves down to the ground. That was weird. You have a good rest of your day. And he walks off.
Yeah, it was nice seeing you, Duke.
Yes.
I didn't
What?
die.
I'm also glad I didn't die. And he walks off. Or floats off dramatically.
How do
Yeah.
I stop this thing?
Hello. But yeah, Ultron, you go to Lady in the Tram with Mel, And as you're eating the spaghetti, can you roll me a dexterity check just to see how well you eat the spaghetti?
Oh no! Okay. Right. James has never eaten spaghetti that his shirt has not wanted to taste. You know what I mean?
Hey, 18! What a
yeah.
lad.
So you do a pretty good job. And Mel's like, "Oh yeah, can I try a bit of that?"
Of course. Here comes the aeroplane.
Oh. I don't know
No.
about that.
I immediately regret it.
Good. If you didn't, I would have
Roll
been.
the
Yeah, make me persuade. No. Yeah. You effectively Lady the Tramp. However, as she is eating it, she still has the effect of the light thing. So as you sort of your face go together. What happens is you kiss, and you just as she moves away, you're just blinded by the light.
Blind again.
Yeah, he's blinded again. You get PTSD.
Worth it.
You get PTSD and start clutching your head in terror.
The fucking sun god.
Then Cass looks at you. Peru bursts through the wall. But yeah, you as you're having sort of a nice meal, for half an hour, 45 minutes goes by, and you're like, "Where is Eurydice? She said she'd be a minute." And as you're like, what do we do? We're just eating. You
Or me!
as you
On some rice! Or noodles! Or anything!
When it's been like 2 hours, the servers are gonna come out and very slowly come up to side and be like, "Sir, please stop ordering meat. We're running out."
As Simon goes, tries to order his fourth what's the word?
Pig.
Can I ask
Yeah.
you?
It's his full
Fourth cow.
serving.
Can I ask
Can
you?
you ask me?
Does Sidon have meat sweats at this point?
Oh, I bet he constantly.
He's immune to meat sweats.
All he eats.
But
All he eats is red meat.
as Son's ordering his next serving, helping, I should say, you sort of see Eurydice walk up and say, I think that's enough.
Off. Give me your keys.
She does it in a nice way. I think that's enough. I see you've all enjoyed drinks and food. But I've been informed that the Moonstone Masquerade is a name to be remembered. So, I should ask, what happened?
There was a big demon wolf. He was controlling the demons like an alpha. We beat it up, killed it, and then Archeron prayed to a god, the nature god Ophina, and it closed the portal, and the land started healing itself. That's it in a nutshell. If anyone wants to actually elaborate, go for it.
Yeah, if you would like, you don't have to, go through it and explain everything because it is a lot to explain. But
Anything that I would add to that would be that the soldiers bravely held off the soldiers held off the force and
They held off a
remembered
major amount of the force. Yeah.
that allowed us to focus on the portal.
Yes, I have heard of their noble sacrifices. They will be honoured, don't you worry.
And Duke deserves the promotion.
He's pretty much he's a commander, and I don't...
What I mean when I say promotion, and maybe he doesn't want this, you can offer it to him, just an offer. Don't actually force it upon him. But if he wants to take some time, relax, give him a cushy desk job. If he wants it, if he wants to stay out in the field, all power to him. But if he wants to take
Well,
a nice little bit of relaxation.
we are certainly giving everyone a bit of an R&R, because it has been a harrowing bit of time. Obviously, the threat isn't over.
Sorry, lady.
I think the drinks are getting to you.
Oh, is it okay? Moment. One moment. I'm just going to cough very loud.
Okay.
Yes, hello.
Hello. So I was saying earlier that I had questions about how this came to be. Not questions for anyone in particular, rather questions outstanding that I'd like to
Work on with my
esteemed friends here. Is there a repository of religious texts that I may be given access to, just so I can do a little bit of research? Because my concern is that this is a targeted attack, and it won't be the end of it just because we've closed one door. I'm worried that the demon may open another window.
Well, this isn't the... for as much as I've tried to gather knowledge over my years, this isn't the most religious city. You might find a scattering of some. There is the ecliptic walk to the western side, which is the religious district, which you might be able to find something. I'm not that well versed in that area of history, I'm afraid. But I am very impressed, and you can see as you were, explaining everything, there was a scribe who was there, sort of listening intently, writing everything down you're saying. And it truly does take a lot to impress me. And now I have been informed by the High General about the possibility of a worldwide summit being held to try and calm the warring powers and focus their attention elsewhere. Now, that is a monumental undertaking that I am very curious about.
Yeah.
Are you looking for our? Sorry, that obviously was a suggestion we had, but surely you yourself would be in a far better position than us to arrange it. But it's only a thought that we had to share knowledge.
Well, I could perhaps try, but you all know the details. Well, I've only heard a little bit about this. If you have any other musings, per se, about it, I'd be happy to hear.
Well, I've sent word, it depends when the letter arrived there, but I've sent word to the dynasty itself to try and form its own delegation of neutral party, but still people of the dynasty, to potentially cross the border into Crown Top without it seeming too suspicious. It's a risky undertaking, that's why I asked for monks of the Greenwood Temple to attend, but that's my part in all this. I don't know if anyone else has any particular people they want to invite, and or anything. I'm gonna go back to eating my meat.
Well, I'm sorry if I seem rather taken aback, but
with the exception of Maeve,
I don't know if any of us, if our names carry any weight, and even Maeve, this is going to sound very dismissive, and I do not intend it to be, but she's merely the daughter of a captain of the guard. Lord Cassian is the only one with any. Well, no, you are. I know you don't like the name, but you're the only one with any clout behind them.
Well, yes, it's true. Yeah.
I was just gonna say, weren't you forced out of office because you didn't go back home?
Well, I think that's for when we hear from Alex and Kaelin. I've not been back, and I mean, Alex before and Mel said that things weren't great there, and I don't know if they've gotten better. But you
Worry is the next person who takes over for Lawman.
Eurydice interjects and says, "Well, speaking of clout, is that the word you used? I think you will, at least here, will have some element of renown. And, well, let's see. I'm certainly happy to help with these lofty ambitions of yours. And believe me, I'm always happy to talk in front of a crowd. But anyway, let's... If you're willing to accept, I do want to give you some things as a token of gratitude for helping as much as you have."
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Is it... Well, very generous after we've taken so much of your good hospitality.
Oh, don't worry, my hospitality is endless. But you see, Lady Carla sort of walks up, and you can see sort of behind her, as you can see, sort of snaps her fingers, is a few other people. They like a number of people walk through those glass doors into the courtyard. They appear to be dressed in sort of fair silks and somewhat more ceremonial robes. As they approach you, there's 5 of them. And
So
you
they're
see...
not like guards with weapons.
No, they're not guards. They're like, I don't know, like servants, maids, something. Pick a word, something like that, like ceremonial, whatever.
Imagining the end of A New Hope.
Yeah, a little bit. But you see that 2 of them are holding a fairly sized chest that is placed sort of on, like, gently on the table in the middle of a few of you. And you really see, like, moves a finger and the locks
How
open.
many gold coins can you fit in the chest?
Well, the chest is pretty full. And you're looking at it, it's like, did she give us silver? No. She gave you she says, this is the start of it, 1,200 platinum coins to use as you wish.
Whoa.
Which is 200 platinum each for you guys, which is 2,000 gold each. But yeah, 200 platinum coins for you guys. Nice. Obviously, you could use it as a party fund if you'd like, but whatever.
I'm gonna add 200 gold, 200 platinum.
Yeah, just add 200 platinum so you remember for all you guys. Were you gonna say something, James?
No, I was just asking, did you mind it taking us as gold or platinum?
Just do it as platinum, I would say, because it's just easier to track. But she also then you sort of watch as you're taking the pouches of platinum.
Loading our pockets.
Yeah, she.
I've never had this much money in my life.
She sort of smirks, and you watch as she's like muttering something, as her eyes begin to sort of glow an even brighter green, and you see framing her face are these silver vine-like marks, and it's in Sylvan. I don't have any specific words, but I know at least Maeve speaks Sylvan, and it appears to just be almost like a transference of power, or giving you a boon. As your group gains the boon of the Silver Bow, and I will send this, and then I will also read it out for you guys. The boon of the Silver Bow. When activated, all party members gain an additional 10 feet of walking speed, and opportunity attacks against the party are made at disadvantage. On top of that, any healing done by the party during this time heals an additional 1d8 points. The boon lasts for a number of rounds into your proficiency bonus.
That's nice.
So, it's like a... obviously, the red hump boon is very much the offensive one you have. This one is a sort of a support type one if you want to swap it at any point, but I foresee you getting into combat this session, so you can decide that if as and when. On top of that, she says, finally, I know you're going to be moving around a lot, but while you're here, I'd wish for you to have access and free reign of the Elk's Head Guildhall here in the Lumina Court. If you wish to see it, Lady Kala can show you to it.
What is the Guildhall?
It's it's been mostly vacant for a while, but there's, it's been outfitted. And there is, places for you to stay, for you to do your business. She's like shrugging, doesn't know the best way to put it. There's areas for you to do what you need to do in your downtime, I guess.
Eat more spaghetti. Gotcha.
If you want to do that.
Out of character, is this player housing?
Yeah, this is, if you choose to accept it, it is, a bastion.
Oh shit, so
nice.
new rule bastions.
New rule bastions, yeah. I've changed it slightly just to make it a little bit simpler because I'm not gonna, go fully into it.
Yeah,
But,
that's fair.
Yeah.
Would we... Okay, this is a legitimate question. Would we be able to... No, well, that was... Would we be able to get a transportation... would we be able to get a transportation circle set up in there?
You say that, you already says there already is one, of course.
Oh, cool. Groovy.
Listen, I help my friends.
That's what I was hoping. No, thank you. I was because it's a wonderful gift, but we're very lazy. So teleporting to over there, any points, 200 yards away to over there, 300 yards away, it's completely unacceptable. But thank you very much. This is wonderful. Very exciting. Very, very exciting. Thank you so much.
It's quite alright. You've done a service for the city and the country. So I think it's only fitting. Yes, if you wish to see it now, you can. That's all I have to say. She sort of gives a slight shrug and says, well, I also, Jack, I hope you enjoy the flower.
Sorry, what?
I hope you enjoy the flower.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's very nice. And I just take it out from the bag of holding to show that I actually still have it.
It will need oxygen, so maybe not in the bag of holding.
Oh, okay.
But
then, sure.
it'll be fine, don't worry.
Is it Lady Eurydice? Sorry, I wasn't. When we were introduced, I had I was having deep thoughts.
Lady Eurydice, I don't mind.
May I ask? When you bestowed this wonderful boon on us, you spoke in Sylvan. Are you entwined with the Fae courts?
Perhaps.
Say no more, say no more. Eyebrows, eyebrows, eyebrows.
Well, if you would like to see it, Kala, if you would show them. Lady Kalnal says, please, whenever you're ready, follow me.
Very well, thank you again.
She gives, Eurydice gives a nod and says, I'm sure we'll be seeing each other around. I'll be somewhere. Just ask Lady Kala. She's not going to be around with you all the time, but she's like the second in command. So,
is she like a character from a certain game that is sworn to carry our burdens?
No.
He hasn't played Skyrim, so he doesn't know about that.
He doesn't know about it.
but also, no.
Let's say aside.
She's my second in command. She's not going to carry around your random arrows and whatever the fuck.
Random.
She's not a cleaner, as if that's what you're...
She is a very high station, so please be nice to her. But yeah, Lady Kala leads you out of the building towards the Elk's Head Guildhall. She walks you through the main square of the Lumina Court, showing you to a building that is only a few minutes' walk from Eurydice's courtyard. She sort of waves her hand up, and you hear this loud knock rings out and unlocks the outer gates. She then sort of gives a very happy smile and hands. She's not going to hand each of you a ring of keys. She will hand.
He has a ring of keys and hands us each a key.
Yes. Yeah. For the sake of ease, she hands you each a key with also a key ring if you want to hang them up. One of them says, "I went to Apheiros and all I got was all this money." And she says, "I hope everything is to your liking. There are rooms upstairs. Make sure to feel free to make yourselves at home. Perhaps decorating the area with anything you wish, and I will change them now."
And just to clarify, can we you say we can decorate? Can we also like add stuff and take stuff away from certain rooms if we wanted to?
I mean, you can. Might be a bit of a job, but
never mind. I missed that when I first walked up. There's already a trading area. I don't need to make my own dojo inside the room, inside the place.
So this, what I will do is I'll quickly go through the people who are here, because there are 2 people already here.
Mm-hmm.
Lady Kala sort of walks up to the doors and lets you guys unlock the door. As you see, the main, the main room of the. Oh, why did the map go black for me? That's for a second. You sort of see the main room it almost has like a tavern-like quality to it. At like first glance, there are multiple tables with I would say also bits of food on the map. There would be plates and cutlery and whatever. With some chairs, there's a fire in the corner that is currently lit, and there's a few. They probably would be taxidermy animals. There is a stag and a boar. And you can see in the middle is Artron. You'd recognize. He said be right back, but it's fine.
You go. I am here. Sorry,
okay.
I can wait.
No, I was just going to say you would recognize that this center area is a teleportation circle, nice. As well as a very nice carpet. And
wait, does that mean the teleportation circle can move if it's on a very nice carpet?
No, it's like the carpet is like stitched down in air quotes. It is like. And it's like built into the floor. I don't know the best way to describe it.
So it's like a rug. It's like a carpet rug.
Yeah. Let me add in the beating.
The beating.
So just a question about this map, because I can.
Yes.
I'm assuming you're going to go through all the little areas anyway.
I am. Yeah.
But so I won't ask about like the smithy and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
What I will ask is, can we sleep here? Is there places to sleep?
Yeah, I didn't. I was gonna try and get a map that also had rooms, but it was easier for me to get a nice map that was a guild hall. If you just picture there are stairs upstairs to bedrooms and stuff. But you can see this area, and currently in the front room, I guess is the best way to describe it, is a what appears to be like not a junior mage, but like a no, because that's not true. Like a mage in training that's there to help you. I'll just make the token a little bit bigger so you can see it. Hold on. Here we go.
Oh, it's cool.
And you can see she is currently sitting at one of the stools at the bar, and she gives like a very excitable wave, and says, "Oh, I was wondering when you'd all get here. I'm Daisy. It's a pleasure to meet you all. I guess you're my employers. I don't know.
Depends. Do we have to pay you, or are you paid by the state?
Well, I am paid by Lady Calla, but
Then we're not your employers. We're your friends.
yes, that's that. Yeah, that. I'm a student bard that I study at Arzetta's Academy of Arts in Arzetta's, but I part-time job, I guess, a little bit of on-site training with Lady Calla, and she said that I can help you guys, with any spells you need if you're... I assume you're proficient enough to do that, but, if there's anything you just don't, want to do, I can help with that. Yeah. But we'll say, because I know some people are, back and forth, we will take a break there. So you guys briefly met. You spoke to Eurydice. You got some money, a lot of money.
100 platinum.
You got a new boon if you want to use it, and you got the Elk's Head Guildhall for your. You can rename it if you want, but
It's the Elk Head Guildhall because the trophy room has an elk's head in it.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. You can also call it the Brown Chair Guild Room.
Well, no, it was
it
was the carpet in the middle. It's covered by the teleportation circle wording, but it's fine. But yeah, you have met Daisy, your handy dandy mage, and also in the trophy room, you'll see sort of as the you're all talking, looking around the area.
Yeah.
You sort of see this dragon ball. I'll just move you. He'll like come in as you guys are talking. You see this dragonborn fellow, this green dragonborn, sort of walk in from the trophy room, and I'll just make the image bigger so you can see him.
Oh, cool.
Is he a green dragon or
He is a
dragon?
green dragonborn.
I don't know if there is an emerald dragon.
Yeah, there is.
Yes.
He says, "Oh, hello. I'm Hank. I'm not good at introductions. Lady Calla said that if you were to move in, I can help with research things. I used to work at some of the galleries and the museums in the city, and have been helping, identify old historical items and relics and stuff found by, people who find that stuff. And she said that if I wanted to, I could come and stay here if you want me here, of course. I have a knack for finding information, and I can probably look into any of these trophies or things that you get and see if I can get any links for that. I'm just here to help. He gives like a slight bow. Well, I don't know if you collect anything or find any, trinkets. We can set them up in there and I can look into them.
I have a trinket that I don't think any of us would actually use, and I got it from... I'm pretty sure I got it from as loot for finding a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's that shit ring called the Ring of Hidden Desire.
Oh yeah, you got it from the basilisk thing.
Yeah.
He says, "Oh, I can set that up if you'd like." And he you flick it over, he catches it and toddles off. To the trophy room.
In his mouth.
So to put in, I just need to understand what this fella's doing. So we find shit. So hypothetically, let's say we get the helmet off Layla or the sword off Drac, or I hand over this necklace. We put it in the trophy room. He busies himself about.
So basically, I can now you've met Hank, I'll tell you what these two rooms do. So I'll do
His name was Hank.
Hank with an E.
Okay.
So for the sake of ease, I'll do the teleportation circle first because it is quicker. So the room that all of you guys are in now, the teleportation circle, it is okay. Let me for bastions. Let me say, every 7 days, you guys can order a bastion like action, essentially every week. Either if you guys are there, you can do it because you're there, or if you want to do it by sending, you can also do that. And certain rooms will have certain actions attached to them. You can do as many as you want, at that week, unless they're already doing something from the previous time. So the recruit action for the teleportation circle is essentially you guys rolling to see if Daisy is there. Each time you do so, you will roll any dice, doesn't matter. If the number is odd, then she is currently at the academy. If the number is even, then she is here and is able to help you. And when she is in your bastion, she can cast one arcane, so like wizard, bard, warlock, maybe not warlock, wizard, bard, sorcerer spell, of 4th level or lower. And we'll just, do that freely. It is assumed that she has it prepared. And if it does have a cost, you will need to give the cost of whatever item it is. But she is there to do that. She's just there to help. It's mainly for the actual circle.
What roll numbers did you say?
If it's even, she's there. If it's odd, she isn't. It doesn't matter on the dice.
Sorry, just going to clarify. So once a week, she's there. We can get her to cast any wizard spell of 4th level or lower.
Yeah. It's not too useful. However, it's mainly because the teleportation circle comes with the person, so I had to make a person.
Yeah. That's okay. I'm just trying to think. I'm just going to start looking at wizards because.
But yeah, I mean, it could be it could be anything. I mean, she doesn't have to do anything. She can just be there to help. And then the trophy room with good old, what's his name? Hank Norix is his second name.
Stacey's last name, by the way, sorry.
Garrick. Garrick. Yeah, so the trophy room houses a collection of like mementos, old weapons, and wounded heads, whatever. It's just the room from either your adventures or previous people, here and stuff like that. When you take the research order for the bastion, for this room, you can do a few things. Either you can commission Hank to research a topic of your choice. The topic can be a legend of a creature or a famous object, something like that. The topic doesn't need to be related to the items on display. That's what I mean, as he can look into it as and when. It takes 7 days for him to do so. When it concludes, he obtains 3 accurate pieces of information about that topic. And it can be basically anything. You can, if you tell me the question in a week, I can come up with something. So that's what he's useful. Or you can ask him to search for a trinket that might be useful for you. It also takes 7 days. When it's done, you can roll a dice. If it's odd, he doesn't find it. If it's even, he does find it. And it is a it's not a great item, but it is a common magical item of a certain list. Basically, he's there to help research stuff for you when you're not there, or if you're doing something else.
Is the list effectively the artificer's thing, or is it?
No, it's a specific list. It's anything from it's a bunch of weird common magical items. It's not specific. It's not too useful, but I mean there are some of them that could be useful. I'll send the list at some point.
Okay.
But yeah, that is the trophy room. mainly there to research things if you don't have the time or want 3 bits of truthful information without having to do it yourself. But that is that. And then as for...
just for clarification on the get 3 bits of information,
yeah,
right? Do we need to leave the item in his possession for the 7 days?
It doesn't. So it's a trophy room. Think of it more as the research room.
Like
it
the
doesn't.
library, I think would maybe be a better word. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, there is also a library, like one for here, that does essentially the exact same thing. So I was like, there's a trophy room on this map. I may as well use it as that. Yeah. It's like the only thing it says is like it just sort of changes what you can research about, but I don't really care that much about that. So it's like whatever. As long as you have something that might link to it, I'll allow it.
Okay.
So there's those 2 which you have, and as for the other 4 places, I will, as briefly as I can, go through them, and then you guys can pick 2 of them. First, I'll do the smithy. Simple enough. It is like a room with a forge and an anvil. You can issue the craft order, and the simple one is you can ask the hireling to make anything that can be made with smith's tools using player's handbook rules, which is simple. But because you guys are 10th level, above 9th level, you can commission the hireling to create a common or uncommon magic item chosen by you guys from the armaments section of the DMG. And he's the person who will be there is proficient with Arcana and will be able to craft it. He just needs the materials or like money if it costs whatever. But the armaments are mainly think your weapons, your armor, shields, things like that. Some of the things said here are like he has the ability. I say he, it doesn't really matter. I have the guy invisible on the map if you pick him. Anything from silvered weapons to adamantine armor or weapons to mithril armor.
You can make adamantine armor?
Yeah.
Without an adamantine forge?
Yes, I guess so. They're just that good. Shield plus ones, weapon plus ones, relatively decent magic items. Of common or uncommon. That's what he can do, or the smithy can do. The workshop is very similar to the smithy, so I won't take too long with it. You can pick a variety of tools. It's like any of the artisan tools, other than smith's tools, I think. And the person there will be able to craft something with them. If you do the craft order, same thing. And similar to the other one, if you want them to, you can hire them to make a common or uncommon magic item from the implements table rather than the armaments table. So it's more of the wondrous magic items rather than the weapons.
Okay.
And then there is the training room. Where is that?
Woo!
There's a training room. Training area, yeah. So the training area is you hire an expert trainer, who will remain nameless unless you hire them. And basically, if you order the Empower order, the trainer can help you with any combat. So there's a few things here. It's like when you take damage from an attack made with an unarmed strike, you can use a reaction to reduce the damage by a d4. You gain proficiency. These are different ones. You gain proficiency in acrobatics, athletics, performance, sleight of hand, or stealth. You gain proficiency with a tool. You can do extra damage with unarmed strikes, or you become proficient with a weapon of your choice, essentially, and you get those bonuses for a week if you train with them for a day.
Wow! So can you get them permanently if you keep training with him every week.
I'll think about that, but I'll say probably.
Well, I don't know if it's actually in the rules or not. If you actually are able to, similar to how like teleportation circle works, where you do it every day for a year. Does it?
It's not in the rules, but I'm willing if you spend a while there for something like that to work. Like if you want to get proficient with a tool or a weapon or something that you don't have, I'm completely fine with that. So that's that one. It's simple. And then there is the storehouse at the bottom of the map. Down here. And this one you can order the trade action. They all have different names, but if you just want to say, hey, you make that, I don't care. With the storehouse, when you issue the trade order to the area, the hireling spends the next 7 days procuring non-magical items that have a value of... no, it's more than that now. At 9th level, a value of 2,000 gold that are stored in the storehouse. Or if you already
within 7 days for free.
You bear the total of any purchases.
Oh, okay.
Or the hireling uses those. So if you already have items there, the hireling can then use. You can order the same action, and it will sell. They will sell the goods. And when you sell them, they will be sold for 20% more than they were bought for. So essentially, it's a way for you guys to get some passive income if you want it.
Infinite money glitch.
No, because it will. I mean,
it sounds more like crypto. I'm going to be honest.
No, so you put in your 2,000. Day one, say, okay, week one, hireling. Here's 2,000 gold. He'll fill it up. He goes, okay, cool. And then the next action you give him is sell it, and he sells it for 2,000 and what was it, 2,400 gold?
Yeah.
Yeah. But then the storehouse is empty, so you have to pay another 2,000 in, unless you let it
but
ride.
then you get 400 gold profit,
Yeah, but unless you let it ride in there, just like crypto or like the stock market, and then you just always use that first 2,000 you put in, right? You never take out from the storehouse ever again, right?
If we can recruit more people into the thingy, we could have more people buying and selling. So we say.
So we're making the Wolf of Wall Street here.
Yeah, we put all 2,000 platinum what we got today. We put all of that into the storehouse. That's 20,000. We would then get all of the hirelings actions to do that, and it's 20% on the 20,000.
Well, the hireling can only do. It can only be.
Yeah, but we could. So we couldn't get Daisy or Hank to work.
No, they can only do their own jobs.
Oh, right. Okay. I think the most useful one is the training room at the minute.
So I mean, out of those 4, take your pick.
I think so. So we can pick 2, right?
Are we missing one? So there was.
No.
Oh no! Sorry, no. Sorry.
Smithy, workshop, training area, storehouse.
So just to be clear, we can pick 2 of these, right?
Yeah.
I think the most useful ones right now, as you said, the training area. I think the other one is actually the workshop over the smithy, because the smithy is quite restrictive in what it can produce, whereas the workshop is a lot more freeing because it's any other.
It's only uncommon magical items.
It's common and uncommon, wondrous magic item.
Yeah. So the only person at the minute who's not rocking a anything less than a rare is me, and I don't need it because I can up my own spell DCs.
Not completely true. I have a few uncommons.
Yeah, but I mean, for your spell casting focus, is what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, all of the melee fighters have already got weapons and so they wouldn't need anything from the smithy either. And
Does
I'm gonna
have magical armor.
I have a magical
I can give 4 people magical armor. Free combat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, just to quickly go, I won't go through all the items because there's a lot of them. But for the smithy, it's things like the adamantine armor, shield +1,
adamantine armor is very
mithril armor, javelin of lightning, gauntlets of ogre power, enspelled armor or weapons, so like weapons with a cantrip or first level spell embedded in them.
Yeah, ogre gauntlet. Probably quite funny.
Yeah, and then for the
I do have a quick question about what is the difference between adamantine and mithril?
Adamantine negates crits. Mithril ignores strength bonuses and strength requirements and stealth. Like you can still stealth.
Okay. Got you.
But yeah, then the workshop is things like you can get sorry, I'm just trying to find it. I'm trying to find like more interesting ones because I was on the common ones. Clockwork amulets, that is also a common, isn't it? Yeah.
That is a common, yeah.
You can get potions of healing. There are like walloping ammunition. None of you use ranged weapons. Why am I saying that one?
I am.
Okay, you know what I mean, like.
Wait, the ammunition, does that count as magical ammunition?
Yeah.
Because then we can get the workshop to make magical ammunition and give it to Cassian.
That's true. I think I was on the wrong. I was actually on.
I'm gonna make him a magical weapon now. I mean, you can.
No, go on. I was just saying I was on the wrong bit. There's things like Bag of Holding, Boots of Elvenkind, Boots of the Winterlands, Cloak of Elvenkind, Cloak of Protection, Dust Disappearance, Expelled Weapons, again, weirdly.
It's pretty useful. Those my Boots of the Winterland give me cold resistance.
Yeah. Greater potions of greater healing.
Mechanically, if we all have one shared resistance, mainly. I won't sound pretty. I need to see the list, obviously. And is it like one item per week? We say, right?
It's one. Yeah, it's one item a week for either of them. Yeah.
And is it a permanent item or does it disappear after a week?
No, they stay. They're permanent items once they're made. I'm just trying to see. It might be a bit longer than a week. Hold on.
Presumably, if it's like a more advanced item, it might take longer, like 2 actions to.
I think it is.
Probably a 2-week job.
Time and cost. Yeah, so if the item's common, it's 5 days and 50 gold. If it's uncommon, it's 10 days and 200 gold. If it's rare, it's.
Oh, so 200. So 10 days and 200 gold for a bag of holding is what you're telling me.
Yeah. But this is the same for the smithy or the workshop. Rare, it jumps. It's 50 days and 2,000 gold. However, you guys could also help them and do it in less time.
Okay.
Why wouldn't we just buy it?
I don't know.
Because shops have different pricing. This is a static price.
And this is, and it's something you can.
Like we've seen, Asher, what's the average on rare items when you sell them to us? It's more than 2,000 gold usually.
It very much depends.
Yeah. Like this is a list of rare items that.
To be fair, I would say 2,000 is probably a lot. I would probably lower that a little bit. I'm not sure what to. Off the top of my head.
I think this depends on the item as well.
Well, it said it doesn't, but I mean, I'd probably lower that to something more like, 600-700, because that is a lot. 2,000 gold is basically what I gave one of you. So, but it is, it's completely up to you.
Yeah.
Which two you want.
Training. So we are all in agreement. Training area first. That's a must.
Wait, does the training area come with any intrinsic cost? Do you have to pay to train?
No.
Free gym membership.
Once you got the area, you're fine.
I would stay then. This is just me being panicky, but you can you could go to Crown Top now. We could teleport to Crown Top and buy a bag of holding day.
We already have a bag of holding, don't we?
Yeah, I'm just hypothetically. And I think from memory it was cheaper when we bought it there, and it would be quicker. But I don't know if the workshop's any use. I would say the storeroom was a passive income.
Yeah, I get it. I just think the storeroom's a bit of a noob trap, just for the pure simple fact of it being basically stock market.
Yep.
It's not a stock market. It's a definitive. It's like an ISA. Don't think it was stock market. I think it was an ISA.
that is a fair way to look at it.
One-off investment, and then you take your initial drop into it out. So you put in your 2,000 gold. You come out with 2,400. You take your 2,000 out, and then you farm the 400 for compound interest. So every 4,000.
I should have picked a different room.
It would so on the first week it's 480, and then it scales up like that, and it adds 20% each time.
I mean,
so it's like the whole thing about the grain of rice on the chessboard.
I've never heard that saying at all.
No.
No, it's a myth where a guy's like, I've saved your daughter from a minotaur or whatever, and the king's like, you can have any reward you want, and the guy's like, right, I want a chessboard and a grain of rice, and every day I want 1 grain of rice on the chessboard, and every square I want to double it. By the end, on like the 32nd day, there's like an infinite. There's not an infinite, but there's like millions and millions and millions and millions of grains of rice. If you ever get an Excel table and just double it, like you say, I like pounds. It's insane how quickly it scales.
No, I get it, and it is good passive income, and we could use it as a party fund. And if you want to start that off by putting in your investment of 2,000 and then take it out after the first week, go for it.
He's got you there.
I don't mind doing that. I just the weird thing with the workroom and the smithy, I just don't see them. They just seem to be like they cost the same amount, and they take 10 times as long. Like the only benefit is we get to pick and choose. But does anyone like think, oh, I'm so desperate, it's absolutely essential for this build that my armor goes up by 1 in 10 days time? 200 gold.
Yes, I can possibly go living with an AC of 18. It has to be 90. I demand it. Nah, it's fine.
If you want to do the storehouse and the training area, that's completely fine by me.
That's good to me. I'm game for that.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you can't just like 3 money. It's like can't say no to that.
I will tell you, after 16 with the 400, if we go with the 400, after 16 actions, you'll have 6,000 gold.
Mm-hmm. Well, remember it's every 2 weeks. You get.
Yeah, so after 32 weeks, so after a year, so that's 26. So after 1 year of doing that, you have 38,000 gold.
Okay. Yeah. So let me go through. Which one do you want to go to first?
Raining area.
How did I guess?
I don't know if we've settled 100% on storeroom. I can tell people are reluctant, so maybe we pick one. I think the training ground is a really good one there.
Cool.
No, I'm game for the training. I'm game for the storeroom.
I think the storeroom is a good idea, considering we don't have a passive income.
Yeah.
It would easily double as a party fun. So
We do need a way to have like money coming in, and I'm not being funny. I cannot be trusted. Me, the person, cannot be trusted with money. I'm terrible at making financial decisions. James, however, is not. So if James says that it will make us money, I want to listen to him.
Oh no, because there's no risk in it. It's not like roll a d20 and this week your fucking turnips are mouldy. There's none of that. It's, you put in this, you get this out. It's a 20%.
Yeah, just be eventually you'll get decent. Yeah.
I do think when explained like that, I do think that's a little bit strong.
It just
I
takes.
think-
It's because you guys are such high level. Usually, it's the base is 500 gold, and it will go up. Like you can only put in 500 gold, and it will just go up slowly.
Yeah.
And at base it's 500 gold, and it's 10%. But because you guys are, it's 9+ for the next bit.
Yeah.
You guys
like
get.
we've done all the side quests first.
Yeah,
and we're
exactly.
Absolutely murk the first level boss.
Quick question about storing, just so we're clear. At the level we're currently at, is it 2,000 gold maximum, and then we have to take it out?
No, 2,000 gold is the maximum you can put in, like at once. Like you guys can
but
put
it
can go higher.
more than
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Well, let me. I will check it before I confirm it.
Okay.
Yeah, the maximum value of items purchased increases to 2,000. So you can purchase up to 2,000, but then it can be sold for more.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, cool.
Alright, dope.
Can we put our own stuff in there? Say hypothetically we have.
No, because
I don't know.
it's like I will say no because it is all like it says specifically like non-magical, and the hireling goes to do it. So that is like yeah. But yeah, so you see as you like the training room, please. You see Lady Carla like does the components for the sending spell, and a wagon comes up with a person in it. Yeah.
I'm very, very, very excited.
And you see, standing at looking at this training area, is a where is it? Yeah, is a can't really tell gender, but a powerful-looking Goliath, with this sort of dark grey skin and almost gladiator-like grey and gold armor. I'll just make this image bigger.
So I'm just gonna I'm gonna say something, right? And it's out of character. Simon's not gonna say this. He does look a bit like an Icarus. But how is that Goliath not bald? For Goliaths couldn't grow hair.
Female Goliaths can.
Yeah, only ponytails.
Oh, just a transplant of female Goliath's hair.
Is it a wig? Is my man wearing a wig?
It's not a wig. And
it's a toupee.
And this is my world. Shut the fuck up. But you see, for anyone who goes over, they will introduce themselves. I'm Riven. Riven Crackwarden.
Crackwarden.
Crag.
Crag, right? Okay, sorry.
Crag like rock.
Sorry. Crack. I was like, what?
And
Crackwarden.
Yeah. And they say, you might have heard of me. I am, bit of a name in the Centurion's Folly Arena in Apheiros. Wink, wink.
Nudge, nudge.
Sorry.
Have I heard of him as a warrior?
I'll for the sake of ease, I've put in brackets for like their gender any. I don't mind what you say. They don't mind what you say. Have you heard of them? You're from the opposite. No, you haven't.
From the opposite end of the world.
Why?
I will say if Maeve, Drac, or Archeron want to make me a history check.
I'm going to self-impose disadvantage here because I just don't think Archeron would care. I will roll. See.
13.
Okay.
17.
Yeah. So Maeve and Archeron, you think you recognize sort of the attire and the name. The Crag Warden was their was their like what's the word name when they were a gladiator, and you would know that for a time they weren't like the reigning champ, but they were pretty good. Like most of the fights they were at, they would win. So Lady Carla and Eurydice have got you a pretty good person to train.
Sidon will say, yeah, I've never even heard of you. If your skills are that great, they haven't reached my neck of the woods.
Well, you have been by your own
Where's
words
that?
wandering.
Yeah, they say, and where's your neck of the woods? In a ditch.
Ooh.
Ooh, spicy. Riven,
I like
actually, I do
I like this one.
I do recall hearing of your exploits. I'm not really.
Oh yeah, see, a person of culture.
Yeah, well, it wasn't. In fact, son, I'm surprised actually because I usually have my head in the clouds with those things, or previously no interest. But even I, a self-confessed bookworm, had heard of Riven the Crag Warden, the Cragger, as a name in circles. The Cragger.
The crag off the top.
The Craggle.
At the bars, they call me
his
Craggers.
the finishing move, the big C dubs. I don't know. Yes. Great, wonderful to meet you. And so you'll be able to teach us how to wield a sword and shield and not get punched in the face so much, I suppose.
I will certainly do my best. I
mean, I could teach you how to not get punched in the face so much.
You make me want to punch you in the
punched
face
me twice
daily.
in the face.
Yeah, and you didn't block it. That's your fault. Learn on the job.
But if I've learnt anything from you, it's how to get punched in the face.
Yes. Saying also that I didn't deserve it.
I literally
but
learned how to punch from you.
Yeah, you're the only person to ever punch me in the face.
You deserved it.
Surprised by that. I'm not going to lie.
Look,
Not in a mean way.
Look, I strive on a basis of if you deserve a smack, you're getting a smack, and some people just deserve it. I mean, at the end of the day, it's simple.
I'm not disagreeing with you that I didn't. I'm not saying I didn't deserve it. I'm just saying that nobody up until you had decided that I needed a punch in the face quite as much as you did.
I think some
Good.
people.
All friends.
Yep. I think it's just important sometimes you just kind of lay your friends out.
Okay.
You know, I don't know where. You know, where Riven says, "Where I'm from, you're not wrong. However, that was a tribe in the mountains, so maybe not in regular cities and societies. Just a thought."
Just quickly remind me. Sorry, they will get. Riven will be able to give us a efficiency in what? Sorry.
So there's a few other things. It depends on what you want them to do. There's 4 different types. There's a Battle Expert. You can change this week to week. There's Battle Expert, which is when you take damage from an attack made with an unarmed strike or weapon, you can use a reaction to reduce it by a d4. Not great, but not terrible. There's Skills Expert, which is you gain proficiency in one of the following skills: Acrobatics, Athletics, Performance, Sleight of Hand, or Stealth. Tools Expert, which is being proficient in one tool of your choice. Unarmed Combat Expert, when you hit with your unarmed strike and deal damage, the attack deals 1d4 extra damage. And Weapon Expert.
For a week.
Hmm?
That lasts for a week, right? This benefit.
These will last for a week. And then the Weapons Expert is choose a kind of simple or martial weapon, such as a spear or longbow. If you aren't proficient with the weapon, you become proficient with it. And basically, if you train with them for a day, you get the thing for a week, and we'll come up with if you want to get them permanently, as and when. Yeah.
Okay, that's really cool.
Can you just tell me the unarmed strike thing again and read the wording exactly?
The damage one.
Mm-hmm.
When you hit with an unarmed strike and deal damage, the attack deals an extra 1d4 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, and it specifies extra 1d4.
Yes.
So I can make use of that.
Yeah.
So, cool. Just getting confirmation of that. And it's recorded.
It is, yeah. I'm reading it. You're right. So each week, you can change what Riven will train. Obviously, they can only be training at one thing a week. So, yeah.
So it can only be like at any one time. It can only be one person getting a buff.
Well, no, you could all train with them and get the buff.
Oh.
However, it has to be the same buff.
Got yeah. Okay.
So, like, you could all get the reaction reduced damage by 1d4, but you can, in the same week, also do the tool one.
Yeah. Okay. So if we were to all do the skill proficiency, could we all take a different skill?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. What skills did we
acrobatics, athletics, performance, sleight of hand, stealth.
That's some really useful ones.
Yeah.
Mm.
Obviously, you only get these for a
Actually,
week. If you do it for longer, we'll decide if you get it permanently. But
I think this is
that'll be like a week, month thing. I think if you were to do it for to try and get it.
I know you're super G 1d4 and you're unarmed strikes, but I genuinely think that the skills are more useful as a group.
Well,
Maybe not straight away.
I would like to point out, don't we all have at least one of those skills anyway?
We do, but we can get another one. So, for example, sleight of hand and stealth, I don't have proficiency in.
I think the only person who has proficiency in stealth is Cassian.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone actually does.
That's a hyper useful one. But especially if we're talking about going into rescue Maeve's sister from the fucking Fae, loads of sneaking. And couple that with Slab's recent acquisition of Pass Without Trace.
That's true.
That's like a
but yeah,
14.
If you want to do that, let me know which of those you want to do. It's battle expert, skill expert, tool expert, unarmed combat, weapon. So if you guys want to train with that, let me know, and for the week that will be what you can train with. And then you guys don't have to decide the other one now if you don't know. But it's completely up to you guys.
I'm game for the storehouse.
If you can, I'll have a look in the week. The benefit of the storehouse is it's a passive income, and from what you're saying, this is not a decision that will be final forever. We can add subsequent rooms later on in the game, presumably.
I mean, it's a while. It's at 13th level. You get more, but
we are anticipating getting to that stage of the game, though, right?
I think so. I'm anticipating. 13th, definitely. I'm thinking 15, maybe max. 15, 16, something around that.
I'll have a look in the week, because the guaranteed passive income. I genuinely would give my 200 platinum over to that and leave it for 3 weeks for them to farm it or whatever, and then just take my initial investment back, because by that point you've got what would it be? It'd be oh fuck knows. I need to work it out, but yeah, it'd be a lot.
So as you're you guys are talking to Riven, deciding, looking around your new digs. I will say out of combat, I was just writing down everything we get with all of the different rooms in my notes.
I will say Sidon's damage does lack a little bit of panaz, and if I could just get that extra D4, it would be very chunky for me. I know it's only a D4, but
I mean, if it's a crit, then it's great.
Yeah. I get the skill thing, but I don't know.
I mean, obviously you can swap it later on. You can do. Yeah.
I think that the problem is that that's something that, it's fine, because I don't think anything here will massively sway any of us, but I think that the Sidon is the only one that does unarmed attacks.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be a benefit for anyone else.
That is true.
It's a thing to do
for 1 week.
Yeah, it's a thing to do maybe just before you're going to fight. If you know you're going to fight within the next few days, you say, "Hey, Riven, help me," and they're like, "Okay," blah 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 blah.
This is a really weird question to ask of a monk. How many unarmed attacks do you do? Think about it. You actually don't. I don't think you use that many, because you've got your key blasts and your proddy spear now, haven't you?
Well, I use the spear.
Spear for 2, punch for 2.
Yeah, spear for 2, punch for 2. Though I do like to mix it up, and I do predominantly use my fist over the spear, because even though the spear.
Really?
The spear does the exact same amount of damage in terms of roll. It just has the extra D4 fire. So, if I had an extra D,
then it would match them.
D4 on unarmed, it would match. And yeah, I do have the key blast for range, but it's 30 feet, and I do like to get my hands
dirty. I do like to get in there, so I don't
And I
use
mean,
it as
you
often.
can throw the spear and get it back.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's the. I mean, I can take spells that make me useful in unarmed attacks, but I haven't really looked into it very hard. But the only reason I mentioned this, the tools and the skills, is I genuinely think that it has a material benefit for, especially if we are going sneaky. But then I could look to build towards an unarmed strike wizard. I think that might be a fun challenge.
You don't have to. I was just thinking. I'll be honest. I was thinking very selfishly, but I was just thinking out loud selfishly that I think it would benefit Silent quite nicely due to the pure fact his damage is very lacking compared to everyone else.
If you combine that with the boon of the let's scissor some demons, that quickly starts stacking up to be very nice as well. So. Okay, yeah, I'm not like I only got interested in the tools because I had to like beg, borrow, and steal the Tinker's tools because I had fuck off because I took a weird starting.
But yeah, as you're discussing, probably all like sitting around in the main room having a drink or whatever, discussing like, hey, what do we do? Artron, you do get a message. In your mind.
And
you hear the voice of Alex. Because you sent them off about 3 days ago now, so this is your first update. You hear Alex say, in a what's the best word? It's clear he's reading from a script because he's had to write this down, as I have to try and fit all the words in.
Okay, I remember that you were gonna say it was obvious he's been kidnapped. I was
I've just been,
no, Alex!
but he does sound a little bit. What's the best word? Sad, hassle, maybe. Yeah. But he says, Greystone burned. Someone knew about Cassian. The knights mostly away fighting. Orion seen Dragon more. Celine learned Lord Callum is doppelganger. Might be a way in.
Can you post that, please?
Yes.
Sorry, there was a lot to take in there.
Which one's Lord Callum?
Greystone is Cassian's house.
Greystone was Cassian's mansion. Greystone burned.
Someone knew about Cassian. Knights mostly away from.
So, I just making a stupid joke.
Question: did we meet Lord Callum?
No. However, as it's mentioned, Mel goes, "Oh, I know Lord Callum."
I do share that information. Sorry.
Yeah, I assume.
Cassian, I've got some good news and I've got some bad news.
Well, as you mentioned, Lord Callum, not just because I had this ready. Where is it?
He was one of the people we thought might be targeted by the Red Hand.
Yeah, he had the.
Wow.
He had
That's
a similar thing.
Similar name, yeah.
So Mel takes out like her little leather-bound notebook, and she flips to the page that is.
What?
Leather
did she say?
Oh, leather-bound.
Sorry.
No, she flips to. She flips to a page that is on like people's names, and Dave, you remember Mel looking through this book when you first met her to find out information. It had
it's the names of all the lords that have CA in their name, right?
It was Lord C. But yeah, Lord Callum Liesel? I don't know. Is the main bridge between the royals and the higher ups of the church. Apparently, I had written down that he wanted to be more prominent. That was a while ago.
Sorry, Cassian, absolutely no offense to you, darling. What the fuck is going on in Crown Top if they have had
A vampire and a doppelganger.
doppelganger as the lords?
What's up with all the other lords? Are we gonna find out that one of them's a fucking werewolf? That laugh was the confirmation.
I'm not sure, but I think
Something
Orion is
strange
dating a dragon. I might
happening.
just clarify. So I can respond, right? I can respond.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not,
of course.
I'm gonna actively not respond. I'm gonna wait until the spell's ended. Then I'm gonna send my own sending to Alex so
Okay.
he can respond to me. And
Okay.
I'll be like,
That's
just
confusing.
clarify, when you say Orion seen dragon more, he's not dating the dragon, he's seen more of the gem dragon. Definitely a gem dragon.
You're a girl dragon.
Of course you're a girl dragon. Alex responds saying, no, he's seen more of the sapphire dragon.
Sapphire dragon.
The gem
Oh,
dragon.
of course, yes.
Yeah, we. So this was meant to be the big reveal, right?
No.
Oh my god, it's a gem dragon?
Oh my god, it's a gem sapphire dragon.
Crazy.
that.
I never would have got that.
Alex then just says, the manor was burned and defaced somewhat.
Okay, I'll pass it. Wait. Okay, I'll pass it on. Cassian, do you wish to know more about your home being burned?
Yes.
I want to
Okay,
know
Alex.
who knew.
This is me responding to his. Oh wait, no, I've got to send another sending.
Let's send another sending.
Shit. Okay,
Guys, that's it's more
right,
confusing. Ask Daisy to send the message.
No, wait. No. Okay, wait. Okay. Alex. Hello. Wait a minute. Okay. Wait, everyone, come through with me to the table. I'm going to cast.
This is all the message.
I'm going to.
Yeah, well, there's one
my
message and it's
literal
just
self,
incoherent
which allows
starring.
me to have a conversation with Alex.
Okay, what's the conversation?
Quite frankly, fuck this. Okay, Cassian. Anyone who would like to hear more about how Cassian's Grey Stone Manor got burnt?
Lady Calla says, "I'm going to go. By the way, I'll be around if you need."
Sorry, I forgot you were here. Lovely to meet you.
Hi.
Thank you for the keys.
That's fine.
Don't be a stranger. That was awkward. I completely
Like
forgot
her.
she
She
was here.
seems friendly. She seems
Yes,
very friendly.
very nice. Yes. She gave us this wonderful house. Also, I'm going to, after this, I'm going to run upstairs and pick a bedroom. But first, cracks knuckles. Right. Humma numma 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 for 10 minutes. And then
Okay, question. So, constant conversation is your spell, right? You made that spell.
I did, yeah.
Ash and I do this.
Yeah, and how does it work and what level is it?
It's a 4th level ritual. Basically, allows for a 10-minute conversation.
Ah, okay. That's pretty cool. Okay. So it's like.
Well, the biggest himbugrance for D&D is not having mobile phones.
Well, it says for the next 8 hours, by the way. So not 10 minutes.
I think I'm going to want to speak to him for 8 hours.
Wow.
Sorry, I don't have 8 hours worth of questions for him.
It's not concentration, but the creature has to be
It's a
willing.
ritual, so it will be a concentration to cast as a ritual.
Yeah.
Well, only to cast it.
But yeah, the creature has to be willing, and you can cast a spell magic on him, and it will remove it.
So yeah, Archon sits there and he starts like speaking in this like Orling language, and it's quite a musical language. And after a few minutes, you realise like he's almost singing the song, and it's. So he starts singing.
The number you have dialed.
He starts singing I don't know, all the cool Nokia ringtones. And they start singing some MIDI, like early 2000s rock songs. And it's fucking awesome. He's such a badass. So he's gonna message Alex. I also want to speak to Orion, but I'm not going to do it this week. I'm going to do it next time because I don't want to start randomly talking to people that Ash has got no like way of thinking. So summary. Hello, Alex. Hope you're well.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Are you okay?
Weird. Yes, I'm fine.
Am I coming through clearly?
Yeah. Well, it's a yes.
Great. Okay. Cool. So the first of all, we're all fine. We have a new house, but don't worry about that. We're going to talk about Cassian's old house. You said it had been defaced and burnt down. Is it completely gone? Is it like a ruin, or is it just?
It is basically not there anymore.
Oh,
It was I assume burnt and defaced. It apparently word got out about his previous affliction. And yeah, I don't think they like him very much anymore.
do you have any idea of who?
No, I don't. We were trying to look into it, but it seems like a loose start at best.
Don't worry, we have a little green dragonborn for that. We can find out.
Wait, you replaced me with a different dragonborn?
No, he's just
No.
a new guy. No, you can't hear me.
we have a fellow who does some trophy things and can find out. He's very good at trivia. Very good at trivia. But can't cook, so we're fuck that guy. I'm going to send you the coordinates for a teleportation circle. Please be very quiet with them though. So if you can find some of the teleportation circle, you can come right back to us in Apheiros. It'd be wonderful to see you. Wait one moment.
Does anyone have a message for Alex?
Or Kaelin?
Or Kaelin? Oh shit. Yes, or Kaelin. Definitely Kaelin.
Hope you're okay.
Hey, everyone sends their love, Alex.
Slab on
Kaelin.
small grilled cheeses.
I'm
Yes,
not there.
No. If you pass, is Kaelin with you, by the way?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, great.
What?
He can't hear me, can he?
No.
Okay, that's super awkward. I haven't really got to read that guy yet. Okay, I'm gonna go. Bye.
Well, I was going to. Okay.
Oh, sorry. No. Okay. So, okay. Sorry, you
No,
told me
I was going to ask what you wanted us to do specifically, because we've just sort of been looking around and finding what we can.
Well, we told them what we wanted them to do.
I'm just doing it so we can say it in the session. Because I
What-
Oh, we said it in the
so-
session. We sent them away.
Wait,
We want them
it
to
was-
try and find.
Yeah, Alex has banged his head and forgotten what he was doing. Alex needs a very short list of things to do. If you give him too many things to do, he gets confused and he can't decide which one's
Oh
what.
my god! Just like
Yeah.
me.
So, what do we want him to do? We want you to wait.
Oh my god.
No.
We need to find a way to set up a meeting with the king.
Yes. So
If
we
that
need
is
you,
possible.
Alex, Mr.
Yes.
Butler, to set up a meeting with the king.
Does Alex have a second name? I think he does. I think he's just
Yeah,
the butler. It's like the wandering
That's
warrior.
The Butler, yeah. The Bussier, Alex the
Yeah.
Bussier. If you can set up a meeting with the king, I know
It's
that
very simple.
It seems
No,
quite
but
an
that's
ask,
why we
honestly,
sent
Pablo.
you there.
With Galen.
With Kaelin, I mean, is he helping?
Is he?
I mean, he's helping. I mean, I'm not very useful at this stuff. He's good at talking to people and getting information.
No, you're selling yourself short there, Alex. You're great. Okay, well.
It sounded like you were lying to me then.
No. I'm sure charisma's definitely your highest stat.
And I think it actually kind of is. I'm a bard.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, this is a very, very strange conversation. Guys, is there anything else we want to say to Alex whilst we have him?
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Miss you.
Did you give him Did you give him the grilled cheese message?
No, aside, no, I didn't.
No.
I
You
know.
have
Sorry,
absolutely
lad.
no decorum.
Also, listen, grilled cheese is not a province exclusive to German Dragonborns. Sure,
Yeah, but
we can
slab
find
likes
somebody
how
else
Alex
to get
makes
2 slabs of bread and heat them with some cheese in the middle.
Just before Alex cuts you off, he's like, "That's not how you."
Is it not? Oh, I've been making grilled cheese wrong all this time. Oh well.
We didn't add the mustard.
Add the mustard, yes. Oh,
You made a sandwich.
Is that not what a grilled cheese sandwich
You
is?
made a hot cheese sandwich.
Oh, ham sandwiches! Oh no! No! Why are we back here? It's been
One
months.
hot sandwich to rule them all.
Oh.
Sandwich beside them.
Okay, right. I'm going to get to bed.
And in the grilled cheese behind them.
Wait.
Archon's going to cast haste on himself and run upstairs to pick a bed.
Okay.
I
yeah.
can I have sent Sen upstairs
Yeah.
as soon as we got in here to sit on a bed and like roll all over it and get cat hair all over it?
Prestidigitation, that won't stop me.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to stop the cat.
Yeah.
And the cat can teleport.
He's fierce.
So I don't know if
He will
Asher
scratch you.
I don't know if Asher actually has a map for bedrooms, right?
No, I don't.
But what's funny is the idea that you're doing this with the power of imagination,
Yeah.
and Ultron is going to pick that bed that's sent.
Welcome to D&D. Power of
Let's imagine it's
imagination.
like it's very strategic because it'll be like an east-facing window, so you get some lovely sunlight in the morning, relatively close but not next to a bathroom, but it has an ensuite. You know, it's a very specific set there.
I want an ensuite and a walk-in wardrobe and a desk.
Guys, now I have to spend some money to upgrade.
I just want the
Hey, we
window
just
facing
put
the sun.
2,000
I know, that's what I mean.
gold.
That's what I mean.
Speaking of money,
Yes.
if there's more stuff you have to do before Maeve can leave the house, that's fine. I can wait.
Well,
But
there isn't really anything. I know you want to buy a sending stone.
Yeah, I also I want to buy a horse.
I should have added the stable room.
Well,
that
I
is one of
assume
them.
that there's there's a garden and there is a horse
Yeah.
up front, so I assume that
It just exists.
we could use the back of the house here by the well.
What I was about to show you, actually, on the topic of shopping, is the map for Apheiros. Because I did one, James.
Whoa! What?
Because you're getting at me for not making an Arzetta's map.
Where can I buy a horse?
Oh, dear. I like it. It kind of, I don't know what it's giving me. Fairground. It might be the it's porridge. I sounded so disappointed then. I shouldn't be. So we're right in the middle of the Lumina Court then, right in the smack bang there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I've looked online, and a riding horse is usually about 75 gold. If it's more than that, that's fine. But roughly how much am I looking at to buy myself a horse?
Depends on the brand. I mean, if you got a Ferrari, it's.
I'll say it depends on the horse.
About horses, I just
I sent you a
my notes
picture
then,
of the
and
horse.
I just said I'm having a conversation with Alex and found out that Cassian's horse has been burnt down.
Not the horse.
No.
Oh, I have a
Surprise
really weird
protection
fun
horse.
fact. The average horse has 3 horsepower, which makes no sense in my mind.
This is why horsepower makes no sense as a general rule of thumb, and why you shouldn't use it as a measurement for cars.
No.
And also, not all horses are made equal.
They got an upgrade since horsepower got invented.
Yeah.
They got the horsepower buff.
Most people on the planet have more than the average amount of fingers and toes. This is just a really unusual thing to think about.
Yeah. Anyway, you can probably get if you want to get a pedigree horse, with
She don't want a fussy horse. She just wants a horse that will enjoy going for she's really enjoyed the solitude of just going for a ride. And it's a nice breather for her, and now they've got this place set up and they are going to regularly be coming back. She wants an option that she can just I'm just going to go out on my horse for a little bit.
I will say anywhere between 60 and 100 gold. The more money, the better the
fussy horse.
I will say, if we don't come back after X amount of days, it could be
goldfish.
Well, there's people here.
We'd have people here. But if it's a riding horse, you don't want it to get bored. You want it to actually be able to do stuff, right?
Well, what's the bard's name?
Who?
The bard.
Daisy. Daisy.
I will ask Daisy if she would like to take the horse out now and then.
I can try.
It's completely
This
up
is
to you.
the issue I have with horses is they're such crap pets.
God, let's not
Right.
do this again.
How much will it cost me to get the horse that I have sent you a picture of, because I have a very specific, or as close to as I can find, and like a good amount of food to keep.
Here's the question: do you also want a saddle?
Yes.
Ride the horse bareback. Kill your spine.
That would kill your hips before your spine.
You are underestimating me. I'm sorry. Right, carry on.
It says a riding saddle costs about 10 gold. So I'll say altogether. I mean, as she says here, a saddle for a riding horse is 10 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll say all in. We'll say 95 to 100 gold, including the saddle.
Okay, I'll just do 100.
Okay.
10
platinum then.
Yeah.
Or, whatever.
And it will be a girl horse, and her name is Noreen.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Gus is going to give you a high five for the excellent name choice.
That's confusing because that's the name of one of my D&D characters.
I realised because I was looking for a specific name, and I realised as I read it, I was like, oh wait, I know that name.
Sorry. I've heard that before. It's fine. I played them once. So yeah, this is the map of Apheiros. It is the capital. The map probably should be slightly bigger. Like there should probably be more houses and stuff, but I
think it's fine.
There are a few places if you want to buy things, because it is currently like the middle of the day, so it's like perfect time if you want to buy stuff.
How much for a sending stone? A set of sending stones.
I'll say. I mean, you buy the set. I'll say like 150. But let me describe the place you get it. Okay. So to get the sending stone, you would probably go to the Oxide Market in the Copper Vale, which is over here. And it is this sprawling tangle of various stalls, buildings, and tents, which are all made for commerce and curiosity, set beneath various bits of coloured tarp that are laid across like bandstand-like structures, and you can find almost anything here. Think of the quintessential market where you could find tacky gifts or artisanal cheeses or a Vorpal longsword if you were lucky enough. Big difference. I will say a sending stone's a relatively it's an item that you wouldn't probably need to roll for, so you could probably find a pair of them for like 75 each, so 150 altogether.
Yeah.
Which you can do basically if you're in the.
I'll going to buy one sending stone. Like, it's like half the stone. Who are you gonna get?
Here's the other one. So there is. So if you are going to the Oxide Market, for anything that I deem slightly less known as like an item, I'm going to have you roll a d20, and depending on the roll will depend on if you find it. The other shops.
Where are we at? Sorry.
I'll just move the cat to where you are. I don't know if everyone's going. I mean, is everyone shopping?
Yeah,
I've got
I'm going for some spell components.
Yeah, so the Oxide Market is where you guys are now, where Porridge is on the map. The other shops here, there is the Tinker's Terrace, which is for you find metal work and maybe jewel work, things like that. There is the Songsmiths, which is like a guild hall for bards and stuff, where you'll find a lot of people playing music, and as well as like a music shop for that sort of bardy items. There is the Apharian branch of Goblin Goods, if you remember Pyro.
Grab pointed it out in the chat.
And then there's also the Circle of the Forge, which is another place you could buy commission stuff.
So, judging by the name for Circle of the Forge, right?
Mm.
I just have to ask:
Yeah.
Is that forge controlled by metalworking druids?
No, that's actually really good. I didn't even think about that. No, that's really funny.
It is now.
No, it's like a guild tool for the various glass blowers, blacksmiths, potters, stuff like that. Very elite, and you can commission stuff from them. And every month they do a show to like show off talents. And if you manage to impress them, you can become part of the guild to get like discounts and stuff.
Can you train there as well to like?
What, an apprentice?
No, they're very elite and snooty. They're like, no, if you don't have a sigil, fuck off.
Okay.
I want to be an apprentice.
Too bad. That's too damn bad.
I've got a couple of things. Is the Oxide Markets like a bunch of market stalls?
Pretty much under like the canopy, yeah.
Are there any like fabric stalls?
100%.
Okay, I would like to find like a what's it called? Like a roll of yeah, like a roll of like velvety maroon coloured fabric. Some not necessarily like gold, as in like the colour rather than material. Gold thread, and also some like purple silk.
Yeah, you can find
only
that is
small amount of purple silk though.
It depends on how.
Not what you're thinking, by the way. Get your heads out of the gutter. It's for Nyx.
I didn't even think anything. I don't know what you were thinking.
Because I said a small amount of purple silk, and then my mind immediately went to, oh shit, no, not because of that.
I was going to ask
I'm very confused.
It's best we don't talk about it.
Girls who get it, get it. Girls who don't,
get it,
don't.
but that's not where my mind went.
How high quality materials are we talking?
So comfortable.
Okay.
Like not scratchy, not
doesn't chafe.
Doesn't chafe. Like the purple fabric, the silk is to make gloves for Nyx because of the mark on the hand. And hope like preferably something that isn't extremely flammable, just in case. I know that she doesn't affect.
Oh my god, Maeve, I love these guys. Oh, what the fuck?
You said that like the chair that she sits in doesn't burn.
Yeah,
but, like,
it's mainly like creatures that are affected by it. Yeah.
Apparently, so I thought silk melts, but it doesn't. It burns. It shrinks away from the flame, and then the following sentence is disgusting. It has the odor of charred meat. Ugh.
Ew.
Silence all in on that silk. Yeah, you can
I
find
get
all
some
of
of
that. It depends on how much you want to get of all of it.
So, like 2 squares. I don't know if you're gonna know what that is fabric-wise. So, they're called fat quarters.
Sure.
that's what they're called.
For sure, I'm offended.
It's like imagine like the size of a bandana, but like bigger. Yeah. Like slightly bigger. So they're called fat quarters.
That was wild. Think of a small boulder, but a bit bigger.
If you think of a bandana, it's like quite a big piece of fabric.
I know.
Yeah.
That's the only frame of reference I can think for somebody who doesn't know the names of like fabric sizes. So
maybe
it's like
twice the size of a tea towel.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're called fat quarters. So she'd buy like you usually get them in a pack of like 4. So if I can just buy one of those, that's fine.
I'll say
that's just a morbidly obese hole at that point.
You can get the silk. I'll say if you're trying to get like good quality and like enough of it for like 10 gold.
Okay. How much for the? I'm trying to think of what the best fabric would be. I think like a velvety type. I don't know what would be comfortable for like a coat.
Velvet's very heavy. So you wouldn't. I don't know if you'd make the whole coat out of velvet unless you just want the inlay of the outfit.
Maybe the lining.
Yeah, the inlay would be the maroon color, and then the outside.
If it's for a coat, then I'd say you could probably get that for, probably another 20 gold.
Oh, and the thread.
The thread, how much are you getting?
Enough to make a coat.
Oh god, okay.
It's a lot of thread.
I will say.
The thread is to like stitch the fabric together.
Okay. Sorry, I was picturing like a fully threaded coat.
No,
like you're making a scarf, but it's a
no.
coat.
Yeah.
So that'd be like wool.
Yeah. I will say for that you can get that probably for another 15. So altogether, that's like what's that? 50 gold. 50 gold altogether, I think.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Makes my maths off there probably. 24. No, I'm right. Yeah, so 50 gold for all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry, just to zoom in. What was the Fountain to Fortuna? Did you say what that
It is. It's not a shop. It is like a fountain that some of the people who like sell their stuff will like either toss a coin into or have a quiet moment by. It's like a lucky fountain for commerce.
What's the White Wing?
The White Wing is a temple dedicated to Devella, the goddess of love and peace and whatever the other one was.
Shifting Smile?
The Shifting Smile is a temple dedicated to the... I'm just gonna make sure I get this right. To the goddess Mandalum, who is like the alluring, like the alluring side of chaos rather than the evil side of chaos. They are the goddess. She is the goddess of like disorder and revelry. Think of like as a party goddess.
Radical, man.
Yeah, literally. And every time, let me actually before I make up a fact about that, let me just make sure I'm right. The Shifting Smile, it's like a building that's almost hidden in plain sight, so as you go past it you might not notice it, but depending on the angle you look or the time of day, there is like a sort of in the pattern of the paint of the building, there is this smile that sort of shifts to match the mood of the weather or the mood of anyone inside or around it. And sort of at dawn, it's this sort of unassuming tavern, but by noon, it's almost like a mini market or like stall with various like silly curiosities. And at night, people say, "Oh, we're going to the Shifting Smile Carnival," because random games and feats of strength and activities are done there at various times. Yeah.
Cool.
I'm sorry, I thought it was going to be something to do.
No, sorry. I was thinking about where he's going to go. He's put all his money into the farm.
Oh, wait, have you done that? I don't know if you have. We confirmed that because I wasn't sure.
Well, I'm not going to spend anything in case we decide to do that. Basically.
Okay.
So it's Schrodinger's piggy bank at the moment.
Yeah, I was about to say, because I thought you were going to wait until throughout the week and let us know on the final decision.
Yeah. So yeah, the money is out of my on the assumption that we will have it, so I don't spend it in case we don't, and then if I do, I change my mind. But I would like to mosey on down to Godly Goods at some point. Because I want to see this area to the right. Sorry, right, literally the
left.
That area there seems to be like the God Quarter. The Ecliptic
Walk is like the almost religious sector. The Ivy Steps is the main residential area with a few bits there. The Apheiros Quarter is like the theatrical theater and like music district, or like creative district, if that makes sense. And then the Copper Vale is like the main market area.
Heading to the Ecliptic Walk, specifically to pop my head into Godly Goods, but also to see if there are any temples to Solista Ophina or Morales, so see if I can get my grubbies on a book that won't burn my eyeballs out.
Does anyone else want to go to the Ecliptic Walk? I assume Cass might also want to go.
Yeah, so that's where I can get spell components for cleric spells.
Godly Goods, everyone's favourite shop from Pyra. And weirdly enough, it's the same guy who is manning the shop. It is what's his name? I think I called him Priest J. This guy is Priest K. And you see he's like sort of across the cloud. Hey. And as you walk in, you see he's wearing these very neutral toned robes, sort of like the white, sort of very unoffensive colors, not like matching.
J and K from Men in Black. Is that what Is that what we've got here?
That wasn't intentional, but sure. Yeah, you walk in and you can see this guy. He's sort of behind the counter, and you can see a variety of priestly magical items. I'll just send this list. I have a list here. Hold on. Do I send it? Yeah. Why not? Of various items you can get. You can also probably find any other sort of miscellaneous clerical stuff if you wanted to. But that's up to you. That's up to you. You can get, devout, gloves of healing, staff of healing, cloak of splendor, and then various clerical weapons.
Devout sense is pretty good, isn't it, from memory?
It's all right. Yeah.
I'm way more interested in the amulet of about 3+.
Okay.
Would it be cheaper to just buy that, or to upgrade the one I have, which is +1 to a +3?
You could upgrade it. It would take a decent amount of time, or it'd take a few days. It would probably be a bit cheaper. It could probably be done in, I'll say, like 4 days, because it's a big jump, and will be, I'll say, 1,200 gold, 1,200 gold.
Yeah, I think I'm going to upgrade my the one I have.
Okay. So
1,200 gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what, 120 platinum or something. But yeah, Priest K takes once you give over the gold and stuff, he says, "Thank you. This will be done if you in 4 days or so. We will have it ready for you."
Yes. Thank you very much.
He gives you a thumbs up and takes it off your hands.
Yes.
Is there anything else you and your friend need? Because you walked in together. I assumed. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, sorry.
I wish. Oh, go ahead.
No. I was looking at the devotee center. I was wrong. I'm thinking of something completely different. It's crap.
Yeah.
What the hell am I thinking of? I'm thinking about one that gives you back your divine channel divinity.
That's the Amulet of the Devout.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yes. Sorry, miles away there. Hello.
Looking at our fabulous stock.
Yeah, looking at your wonderful sensors. And then
we do have many
from within. Well, all one of them. Yes. So a couple of things.
I didn't add ×4 because I didn't think it was necessary.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I'm sure they're very useful, and certainly people will love them. But no, anyway, what I'm here for specifically.
He's always a bitch to clerics.
What?
I said, God, he's always a bitch to clerics.
No, I'm not being a bitch. I'm just saying, I don't. Sorry. If I came across, no. What I'm looking for is a very specific set of information and books, rather, on times when the gods have, come together to be super gods, and so specifically instances where the goddess Celista and Athena and Morales would have come together to say no to some demons and lock them away. Do you have anything on that? Do you have like the graphic novel or audiobook, anything like that?
He sort of like thinks for a minute. Well, there are multiple stories of a variety of gods working together to stop forces of the abyss. Very topical right now. I don't know if there's anything.
No, I was there.
I fought against some of the demons.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
Can you make a persuasion check?
I mean, I did.
I know, he's just...
Oh, no, perception. Oh, press it twice. Okay. 7.
He goes, oh yeah, how'd you do that?
Well, have you? Well, we realise how like flimsy it sounds as he starts saying it. Well, we were in the woods with some soldier friends who are dead now, and we came across some birds, and we fought them off, and then we came across a big wolf near a gate, and we killed the big. Well, I didn't. A very good friend of mine killed the big wolf, and then I destroyed the gate with the power of mushrooms.
So
they kind of like so that kind of like
you shoot away a flock of birds. You killed the big bad wolf and did mushrooms.
As I say it doesn't sound as impressive as it felt at the time, I will admit. However,
that'll be the mushrooms.
Yes, well, anyway, so I'm looking specifically for an instance where those particular 3 gods, as I mentioned, Solista, which is my friend's goddess.
I can tell by the amulet.
The big sun, yes.
Yeah.
Ophina. My father was a priest of Ophina, but well, I won't say I'm no longer a blue, because I felt the power channel through me with mushrooms. And Morales.
Say that.
Morales, and I will say I've not got a great read on Morales yet, so I don't have a lot to say about them.
Well, I can certainly have a look. It's I can't off the top of my head. I can't think of anything specific. I'll put a request in and see if we can find anything.
Wonderful. Could you recommend, obviously, wonderful shop, but my friends have spent a good hefty chunk with you already. Would you recommend anywhere in the area where there may be perhaps an expert? I know none of the 3 gods have a super large following here, but could you recommend anywhere where perhaps I could, ask more? I would have thought Athena would have had I suppose she's oceans and shit, so maybe not.
Well, she's oceans, and she's all the natural, elements in oceans, nature, trees, animals. I don't know. Well, I do know, but
if you could direct me, if there's any way you can think of where it'd be a good place for me to start digging, that would be, or a library, anything like that would be great.
Well, if you're looking for a big library with a lot of information, if you did fight off the big bad wolf, I'm sure you could get into the Lumina Court. I know there are some. I think Eurydice has a library, or Lady Kala. I think one of them or both of them have a library. I don't know.
Okay, we're good friends with Kala. He gave us our house keys.
You can make me on the persuasion chat.
I can command the entire capital.
Oh, you are you?
I love it. It's really funny. It's just like it's like fucking Jay from the In-Betweeners. Yeah, I was that finger in one.
Did you see her down the pub and were entranced by her music or something? No.
No. She gave me a boon. No, that was Eurydice's, and Kala gave me. She introduced me to my friend Daisy, and then showed me the training grounds. Yes, we're new here, you see.
Don't say.
Anyway, good mates with the second in command of the capital.
Listen.
I'm just very slowly going to gather everything I have on display that I need while I sort of stalk this, because I really don't want to be a part of this conversation.
Listen. I can't think of anywhere where Athena has a big temple or anything, but I do know a guy. If you want more of those mushrooms, you seem to like a lot.
I would appreciate more of those demonic mushrooms. So I was going to see if I could learn more about them. So yes,
demonic mushrooms. That's what they're calling them now. Well, there's a guy at the Oxide Market. if you he's got a stand, sells all kinds of fungi and things like that. If you say to him, you want a dark and stormy, that's your way in.
Dark and stormy. Wonderful. Well, thank you so much. I'll be sure to pass on my thanks to Eurydice and Lady Calla. Boo, bye.
I assume Artron walks out, and then the priest looks to Cass and says, "What the fuck?"
I don't know.
Directly into the camera.
I don't know who that was. I think he was a drug addict. Anyways,
yeah.
I wish for 3 vials of holy water and this pair of platinum rings.
Okay. 3 vials of holy water. That's 75 gold. And what was the platinum rings?
2 platinum rings.
Is there a cost on the thing, or is it just 2 platinum rings?
I think it says 50 gold each.
Okay, I will each. Okay, so I'll say because you've already, spent a decent amount of money with us. I will say whole thing for 100 gold.
Okay. I'm going to give 10 platinum.
Thank you. Now, just if you do see that guy, maybe just move away from him.
I will.
Yeah.
Have a nice day.
Have a good day. And you walk out. Oh, I don't know why that was so funny to me. Is anyone else doing anything before we end?
Nope.
No.
No. Okay. Well, you guys can spend, the rest of your day. I assume you sort of, go about your day. You buy various things. And you head back to the.
I think if people are out, I think Sidon would stay at the guild hall and get to know Riven a bit more, and maybe ask for some sparring and test each other's skills, which we don't have to roleplay or make any rolls. We can just sort of, while everyone's doing stuff.
What I'll say, Riven's pretty fucking good.
Yeah. This is actually a question. How old does Riven look? Does he look as old as Sidon?
How old is Sidon? I have no idea.
Let me have a quick look.
I think he was like 20 something, right?
28.
28. Yeah, comparable. Yeah,
comparable.
Like that. Yeah.
10 years older than that, John.
I thought Archon was 19.
Yeah, James doesn't know how old Archon is.
It's like he's young. I specifically had him like just out of uni, just like into uni age. So. Really
Okay, now let's just run it back a little bit. Imagine you at 18, 19 getting punched in the face by a nearly 30-year-old.
Who goes to the gym?
Goes to the gym, yeah.
Yeah, the buffest man you've ever seen, punching you full force in the face with fury in his veins and hatred in his eyes.
Hatred is a bit too much, but...
Anger.
But it makes sense. Lore accurate side.
Kill the dark side.
Enjoy the dark side. But yeah,
He's
guys,
Superman punch as well, so it's the whole body weight.
You guys enjoy your day. I assume you sort of,
wait, I forgot to do one thing.
You don't enjoy
I'm
your
going
day.
to buy... Sorry, I'm going to buy a cookbook.
Okay. You can buy a cookbook for like 2 gold, 8 gold.
Okay. 2 gold
For
the fancy one.
I was gonna say, yeah, 2 gold's a lot. It's a massive cookbook.
It's part 1 and 2.
It's like a dictionary for cookbook of
Julia
recipes.
Smith's Bible.
But yeah, you'll enjoy the rest of your day. Eventually, at some point that sort of afternoon, Bryn does say their goodbyes. They'll be around, but they are going to head back to Apheiros for now. But they do say, if you need anything, just send me a message. I'm always happy to help.
speed her on? Can we like teleportation circle her out?
Yeah, they were going to go to the one at the center of town when people were going. But yeah. If you need anything, I won't be around, but I'll be. Send me a message. Good luck, I guess. And this is a nice place. If I'm not invited to the party, I'll be mad. And
okay, bye.
Wow. And they do head out. And yeah, you guys enjoy the day. You have some nice food that evening, cooked by Cass, I guess. With a new cookbook. You get used to the new digs, and I think we will leave it there.